Okay. And certain seizures of certain people's assets that you haven't seen yet. Like, oh, I don't know, the dude's mansion. It's probably in the city that you now own.
Wait, we own the city? Damn.
No, the mansion,
That's a step
not
in the
the
right.
city.
Everyone else heard
No,
him say we
no.
own the city, right? I'm
Canon
pretty
now.
sure.
No, it was the mansion in the city.
It's canon.
I heard in the city you now own.
You own the mansion that is within the city. My
Future
God.
goals.
Do I need to say it again? For the love of Christ.
Don't worry, that's tomorrow's goal.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Anyway,
Like how your name goes off.
whip that out. Ba-doop. Ba-doop. So we're in Waldenstein, as the map has foretold there. Alright. So. You guys own the mansion and now own Porsche. Or Porsche, however you want to say it, whatever your proper pronunciation of it is. I've heard both. It doesn't matter. You know, it's German. It's kind of how it is.
Semantics at this point.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's basically what we did. Brexit, if I remember, we had Darius performing the motivational speech for all the 300 workers between the tank production and the ship production. So and then we also had the other two hooligans here, which would be Tazar and our new friend
Hooligans.
Sending off the former owner to probably his death and all that other fun stuff. So, yeah. Who would like to pick up from last time? Is there anything that you all want to do or in the city of Waldenstein? We're still here.
Well,
What do you hooligans want to do? And yes, I
I'll buy a
said
telescope.
hooligans.
I assume that the copied engineering designs I acquired and put back in the ship.
They're still working on them. They're going to take a while.
Ah, okay.
Yes. There's 8 of them, and there's like a bunch of designs. So.
Tiger.
No.
Damn it. Yeah, everything I think I need to do goes through British. At the moment.
Gauze? You said a telescope? What kind of telescope?
Or spyglass.
You want to go find a spyglass. That sounds sensible. So you go
Sounds like we're
find...
going on a shopping trip, boys.
Shopping trip. Yes, more shopping.
Yay, shopping episode.
Yay.
Another one.
Hostile takeover number 2.
No, number 2. What kind of spyglass are you looking for? Like a small one? Are you looking for a big one? Are you looking one that's on a tripod? I mean,
I'm looking for one that's handheld, so I could potentially figure out how to attach it to my gun.
you know they have those, right? They actually have scopes for rifles, kids.
In that case, I'd like to go buy a scope.
Okay, so you want to go buy a rifle scope. All right, so you can go either through your new company, Porsche, and they could probably build you one if you ask. Or you can go buy one that's probably better quality from somebody, or you guys can wait till you get to Alaron and maybe talk to, I don't know, Boomsticks or Mr. Colt. That's up to you, Star. I will put those options out for you because those guys would probably specialize in that, and Colt Samuels' stuff would probably be really good, to be completely honest. Probably the best stuff that you're gonna get. The stuff down here is going to be decent. It's going to be average quality, probably. So that's up to you.
Okay.
That is
Yeah, I
up to
think I'll
you.
wait till Ouron because Uncle did give me this really nice rifle.
But do you want to go still buy a regular spyglass?
Fuck it, why not?
All right.
Useful item for certain situations.
Yep. So you go to like a general store in the merchant quarter, and it's gonna cost you for a good one, like for a good glass, it'll be 20 gold. Like that's a very good one. So not top
So
tier,
like
but
two platinum.
yeah, I'll be 2 platinum. You put the platinum down. Oh, thank you. Gives you the spyglass. Like this whole store is just like he has spyglasses, telescopes.
Any other interesting items that could
Oh, I can roll
Give you-
perception check.
like any that would pique my interest?
Roll perception check and look.
I'm blind. I
See
got
nothing.
9.
Yeah, you
I
see
got
nothing. You just see telescopes everywhere. Telescope, sunglass, spyglasses. He's got little binoculars, like little ones. They're probably really shitty, but they're small. But yeah. What does anybody else want to do? Rest of the
Well.
party.
I'm gonna join on that minor shopping spree as well and go find some potions.
Oh no.
Actually, I'm
Somebody going with the rear on this.
I guess I will.
I gotta restock some of my healing potions.
Oh yeah, good point. Actually, really good point. I'm gonna come with you on that.
I mean, I have 2 of each, but you can never.
You find potion store ran by a gnome.
Oh no.
Not the same gnome.
Okay.
It's not the same gnome. He looks similar, but it is not the same gnome.
And a fucking
He's just,
trope
like,
is this
sitting
going to
in the
become in
chair
our
high as
campaign?
fuck.
The gnome guild runs all the freaking potion stores. You find out that's gonna be great.
Where'd I put my dice?
I don't know. Where did you put your dice?
Have you checked up your pants?
Yeah, it's always the first place, though. Found it.
Interesting.
All right. So I'm gonna go into the store and ask him if he has any potions of healing and potions of greater healing.
Got potions of healing. He has both.
All right. How much for each?
Does
So it'll be 1 second, por favor.
Alrighty.
I'm also looking for the 3rd tier, the potions of humongous healing.
Me too.
Your healing?
Sure.
I think
And-
are 8d4 plus 8.
8d4. That's nice.
Is there anything above that?
So regular great there's so here's the list for everybody just so you know. Regular healing potions are 100 or 50 gold pieces. They're 2d4. Greater healings are 100 to 150 depending on price, and those are 4d4. Superiors are 8d4 and those are like 500 apiece. Those things are expensive. And then Supremes are 10d4 plus 20, which are expensive as shit. So they actually do have a pretty good stock of all of them here. As you could probably figure, they've set up shop here and they're probably pumping out lots of healing potions right now, especially with what's going on, so they're kind of getting ready for business to get busy.
All right.
So,
Perfect.
he's got an assortment of all of them. He can make more as well if you want to purchase more than what he has. So, what would you like?
I'd like 4 of the 8D4 ones.
So the superiors, so it's going to be 500 gold pieces per. So that'll be
So-
2K, 2,000 gold.
And that'd be 200 platinum.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 200.
Add a 0, yeah. So, quick math. Alright. Yeah,
You
I'd
just
like to buy.
slap all that, and he's like, "Well, there's all my superiors gone." Okay.
Fuck.
Well,
Damn it.
well, as for do we? Yeah, I'll look to it. Be like, here's 2. If you buy 4, then give me 2 back, I guess.
We'll split the cost, so we'll do 2 and 2 buying. So I'm gonna give him back. How much was it total? 200 gold.
Yeah. So,
So
or platinum.
platinum.
Well,
So
platinum, big
100
difference.
each.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so I paid for it.
I
now
paid
have
a
2.
total of 200 for the thing.
I'll
So,
give
You
you
guys
100.
want
so 100.
any
So
of
100
the
platinum.
graders or the regulars?
I'll buy 1 grader just so I have
Okay.
an
Alright.
even stack of 4 because OCD for some reason.
So that's 100 gold for that.
I'm gonna buy 3 graders.
300 gold.
Alright.
Does anybody else want to buy potions while we're here?
300 gold is 30 platinum.
I might.
There is one above superior, by the way. So
Yeah, do they have that in stock?
they have 2 of them in stock. They're 1,000.
How much is it?
1K gold each.
Oh, shit. I need to copy this.
10d4 plus 20 is a lot. That's all I'm going to say. That is an oh fuck
Wow.
moment.
10
Yeah,
D4.
plus 20.
Shit.
I'll take one of them.
I'll take the
Frame,
other.
so mini, so
Motherfucker.
you guys minus 1,000 gold for each supreme. He can make more, but it'll take time.
If you could make 2 more make more superior healing potions, that would be
So
great.
So
Yeah.
that is 100 platinum, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's paid for.
That is potion of supreme healing.
Yep. Supreme healing. 10d4 plus 20.
I'm gonna need the card.
You don't need the card. Just write it down. So you've got 2 of them in your inventory, and it's 10d4 plus 20. So there's no card for it on the tabletop. This is off of the
Oh, I can't copy
D
and paste
stuff.
either.
And what? He's got graders left?
He has graders. He does. He can make superiors, and he's got graders and regulars left.
Take 4 graders.
So that's another 400 gold.
Gold is 40 platinum? No.
400 gold to be 40 platinum, or it should be. 10 gold per platinum. So 40 times 10 is 400. Should be. Receiving transmission. Yeah. So 40 platinum.
Yep. And greater healing is 40 plus 4?
4d4 plus 4, that is correct.
What's the superior plus 8?
8d4 plus.
eight-
It's
yeah,
8d4
8d4
plus 8. All healing potions are d4s. It's just they give you a bonus plus bonus, and they double basically until you get to superior to supreme. So,
There we go.
is there anything else y'all want to buy in here? While we're
Dancer
here?
goes, nope, I'm good. See ya. And leaves.
Okay.
Potion of necrotic resistance.
He does not have any in stock.
All right. Let's see.
Can I roll to see what other potions he has in here?
Yes, you can.
Jesus Christ. 11.
Yeah, he's got potions in here. You can't really tell what they are.
I'm gonna ask him what potions he
Sounds
has.
like you might need to actually to him about what he's got.
Well, let's see.
You know I'm not good at that.
What are you looking for? I've got all kinds.
You got a catalog?
He does have a catalog.
I'm
Paul, do you
gonna.
ask him questions?
Now we're playing Red Dead Redemption.
I'm gonna just ask for the catalog to browse through it and see if anything piques my interest. If he's got a
He has a
physical.
potion of speed.
A?
He has a potion of flying in stock. He has what is called potion of mind control.
Oh God.
Y'all,
What's the price tag on that last one?
mind control.
Mm-hmm.
Baller, what are you doing?
Expensive. Thing is though, is the way it works, and he explains it to you when you ask, is the person that you want to control must drink the potion
Willingly.
willingly. Well,
I
One
would,
way or
I would
another,
say
it
they
gets
just
down
have
the
to
Why is
drink
this
it.
legal?
not legal. He has potion of speed, which
I'll buy the flying speed.
that will cost you 1K for both.
So 2K?
Mm-hmm. 2,000. So for potion of speed, you get the effects of haste spell for 1 minute. And then for fly, you get to fly for an hour, if I remember. Let me get the thing here. Yeah, you get 1 hour. You can fly and hover for 1 hour. And if you're in the air when it wears off, you will fall. So
Are
Hey,
those
can I get op so I can copy some of the custom cards and write shit down?
Yeah, me as well, please. I keep track of the cards in game and tabletop. I have them written down too, but I like reading the descriptions in it.
Yeah, the mind control one is like 5K. It's expensive.
500 plat?
Yeah,
Damn.
that's a lot of money. It also is a very fucking powerful potion, and he's only got one of them, so... And the reason he has it, Canth, he's probably more found it by accident than did it on purpose. He did some testing, and he was like, oh no. So...
That, I have a feeling, is gonna come in handy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that.
You're gonna buy the... Oh my god. Okay.
You dumb Waller.
Hey, man.
As he's buying this, like, I'm going to like kind of tap on the rear shoulder. Like, what are you gonna use that for?
I was just gonna turn around and think, I don't know yet.
Oh, actually, you can just cast it. Okay. Never mind.
Oh
So
fuck!
you have to drink it, and it gives you the ability. You can cast Dominate once on a specific. So that's what it does.
So I drink it.
Which dominate is it, though?
It's Dominate Person.
Okay, that's not as good as others.
Yeah.
Dominate person. All right. And what is that the same
I
thing?
think it, because doesn't it go dominate creature, dominate person, dominate monster?
Hang on.
I know there's a hierarchy to them. I just can't remember
Yeah,
what exactly
it basically lets you cast the one. I will allow. This is how it will go for this one since I made it expensive. Potion of Mind Control for any creature, so you can use it on any creature. You get one spell. You get one
I think
shot.
It's dominate monster.
Yeah, you get dominate. I'm
Does
just
that-
gonna say dominate creature.
Does that
Period.
include creatures with magic resistance?
Or
spell resistance, rather.
You'll get a higher DC, but you can try. So
Or
you'll
spell
have to
immunity?
you'll get a higher DC. Now immunities no, but if they have resistances, you just get a higher immunity or a
So
higher DC.
It'll work on people as well.
Yep, people, creatures, anything.
anything. Okay.
Yep.
Just trying to see the limitations of
You
it.
get one shot at it, and you have to beat their DC. So, like, it's a powerful spell if it fires, is what it is. But it'll only last for an hour. So just keep that in mind. It's not forever. It's one shot.
One spell, and you only you have to use it within an hour, or you lose it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once I drink it, I've got an hour to use it, or it's gone. Hmm.
Fun thing is they can save from that too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm debating it. If it was the drinked version, would they still have the, like, if they had
Well,
to drink it?
you drink it. You drink it, you get the spell. If they drink it, they get the spell.
Correct, yeah, but if it
But
was...
if it was a they drink it, they would still probably be able to save from it, just
Yes.
because game
Ah,
balance.
gotcha,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So yeah, if that's the case, yeah, I think I'll take it.
Pauls, you want anything, sir?
I am good, good sir.
Are you gonna go play? Is this the point in time where you're probably going and playing your set at the bar?
Yeah, I'd go play the concert
Okay.
just normally, and then come on back to the group when I was done with that after
Okay.
checking out after the last performance.
Yeah. I'm going with them just to hang
Okay.
out.
Are you two actually gonna play together? That's the question. Oh God.
Probably not.
Okay. Nah.
But
I
they
don't
would have
su-
been
I
just for
don't
me to
suit his
perform.
I don't suit his new style all that much.
Nah. All right. All right. Is there anything else that you guys want to do for the shopping extravaganza?
Maybe get some ball bearings.
That'll be easy to get, like 25 gold for a bag.
Uh,
I think they're like a bag of 1,000 too.
Yeah, it's 1,000.
Yeah.
It's some
1,000 ball
ridiculous
bearings.
number.
yeah, I'll get like 100 skulls worth, which is
All right.
1,000.
Yeah. A lot of ball bearings. I have all these ball bearings now. All right. So, you guys get back together. Brexit's not here, so we can't do some of that stuff. But unless he has go ahead.
I completely forgot. I was going to look for people that are liable or likely to have larger groups of mercenaries on hand or on retainer.
Roll an investigation check. Where do you want to go look? Like, you can go ask. Or look.
You said there's not going to be like, well, not nobles, I guess, but just
There's not
higher
nobles
class people that have their own.
I mean, there might be. They might have like their own security, but they're not going to have standing armies because the way the nobility works is they're usually, if you're in the nobility, you've either been priorly enlisted, and basically they're more of a larger group within the Austric military. They're more of like a militia, they're more like a guard group, and then they'll activate them if they need. They have to go to war or something like that. So they have them, but they're more. They really can't just become mercenaries and bail, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
Security isn't.
but there is mercenaries and stuff here. They may have larger bands and stuff that you haven't seen yet. A lot of the ones that you guys have been recruiting so far are more of the ones that are like maybe in at most 10 to 15 guys, maybe.
Will we randomly run into in a fucking bar?
I mean, yeah. You know, they could be just drinking and they're like, oh, here, everyone come sign up. So if you want to go look, I mean, you could ask around. They may know people that have forces of such things out there.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking for someone with a local force or like the local Hessians guild or something.
okay, so roll me a investigation check, not a perception, and see how you do on this.
Where's there's investigation. 11.
It takes you some time. You kind of start asking random just people, and they're like, well, only people we know about that would be either the military or, you could always go look in Voland. You could always go look, maybe in one of the other cities. There's been groups rumored to do things like that. You guys may want to take a trip to Eidendorf or somewhere else, maybe. That's mainly what you get. There's not any here per se that aren't already committed. So they do mention there's a couple, but they're pretty much committed to either security for the city or out screening against like the church and stuff to make sure they don't come down here. They do have forces out there. But they're not engaging, let's just put it that way. They're making sure that their borders are protected right now. But
So
you guys
there are some mercenary companies in the city. They're just
Yes.
otherwise engaged.
They're engaged, yes. The ones here are engaged.
Is there a common area that the ones that they did mention, like
where
set up
they're at?
shop or advertise or something?
They're down in the military quarter, like they're near the docks where you guys are at. So they're kind of in the center of town in that part. But a lot of them, like I said, they've been contracted by the Ostrich military. Like you go in, like a couple people say, "Hey, you go talk to these guys." Oh, we're currently busy. So you kind of got the run around with them on that. They do recommend that you could visit Solond and maybe go talk to some of them because they have mercenary groups there too. And also
Well, I'm looking for mercenaries, not gravity testers.
Some of them also do mention like Norvik and fuel and stuff too. Like they may have
I'm
people.
afraid that's a bit out of the way at the moment.
So, or you could go check like Gilgerberg maybe, or Gilgenberg. They may have some. So, just Waldenstein being so close to the border, like these guys, a lot of them were committed very quickly. So, or you can always.
What would a trip to Kastendorf do? How long would that take?
Depends on what you took. If you went by the ship, it would be like 5-6 hours, maybe. If you went on foot, it would be just under a day from like sun up to sundown.
And the horse would be what, like 12 or half a day?
Yeah. And then Gilgerberg. But remember, Kastorf is currently being
Yeah, it's
currently
Picking.
got the plague at the moment.
Microphone
so you would be
The idea
risking the
was-
plague.
the idea was potentially I could pull out people that are looking to get the fuck out of the plague city,
Mm-hmm.
and anyone who looks sketchy, I can just fucking
Also, they
boot
are
lesser
using.
restoration.
They're also using the mercenaries to help cordon off Kassendorf too, make sure people don't go in there unless they have to be in there for some reason. So they're kind of split out of Waldenstein. They're using them to basically keep them from spreading the plague through the entirety of Osterich. Yes, this is the medieval version of the coronavirus, and they're trying to keep everybody in Kastorf right now.
God damn it, we predicted another thing.
So.
Alright.
Why do
Go
we
to
keep
Stop
doing that?
eating Kastendorf food in that case.
Actually,
Yeah.
when would... No, that was earlier last year. Never mind.
I mean, you guys could go make a run and go talk to the Irish kids on Inishannon. They're technically not in, like, Inishannon and Welshpool aren't in, like, these islands aren't in the, these ones aren't in the...
There's not exactly much point in making that run, or that long of a run on a hope.
Yeah. Like, they do, like, the Avalonians are getting recruits and stuff from here, but they're taking, it's going to take them time to get them together. So there's just not very many. Because a lot of them were on Avalon itself or in Amir, so. But yeah. So what does the group want to do?
Party?
Party?
Party!
Reinvade Amir? What? That's all I hear. Everybody's like, we're going to counterattack.
Yeet!
What?
Like I momentarily considered that.
We're going to counterattack because both of the armies aren't here.
Hello?
Microphone activated.
Am I still here?
Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Connection lost.
Buddy.
Connected. User entered your channel.
Hello.
Hello,
Oh,
the person
hello.
you were trying to call is not
The
available at this
server
time.
just went.
Shit. That was one hard party.
User entered your channel.
Apparently.
Okay.
That
I'm
was
back.
weird. Okay.
It's been doing
The
that
server
now.
fucking server. Yeah, it's been doing it a lot. Do we need
User
to like
entered
put
your
in a
channel.
ticket with fucking NFO or something?
We probably should. It's been getting worse.
Yeah. I'll throw it in there. It might be the server, it just might be outdated. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe they're
Well,
like.
No, that's
Maybe
it's
they've got-
internet.
Yeah, but if the box is
Anyway.
hanging up.
You have tempted to go to Amir, is what you're saying? You wanted to go?
No, I'm half tempted to go to the free city
Oh.
and
mean,
see who
You guys
we
could,
can pick up there.
you guys could probably get mercenaries there. There's a lot of them. That would probably be the place to go if you wanted them, for sure.
How many
where?
of them are being mercenaries of their own free will is the question.
Yes, that is the
Before or after
question.
we arrive?
Are you going to load up all your mercenaries and go and like freaking Daenerys Targaryen this shit and free them all? Is this what's happening? Oh God.
Are we starting the free army?
Well, why not?
Avalonian free army?
the free the free
Who said
the free
anything about
legion of,
Avalonian?
the free army of the free elven armies. They just all these free slaves come up and just punch everybody in the face. I mean,
We just look at them and go, hey, you see that guy over there? Yeah. He supports slavery.
He's a Nazi. Punch him in the face.
I mean, you guys want to go to Asperia and see what's there?
How long's that trip?
From Waldenstein in the cruiser, if you guys, or a ship, if you guys can get one.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be 4 days
4 days.
Coal, does that burn?
ish. Yeah.
Burns 4 days worth of coal.
How much do we have in terms of days worth?
Got to remember too, the ship's faster, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an 8-day round trip, which means we would have 2 days to get up to Rallian before they arrived.
Or you can have people continue with Waldenstein, leave them money, start keeping the mercenary thing going, and then just having them feed as many as they can from here.
You could actually do that, but we would only be able to really spend a day. Wait, how many days do we have before the army reaches Aurelian?
Right
10 or
now,
13?
it's 10. It's 10 when they reach the outskirts. Now, when they attack or whenever, that's going to be up on the army. So you have for sure 10 days, like, until they're in the region. Then beyond that, it's anyone's guess. So,
Question.
answer.
Did Porsche have any turrets or any cannons in stock in their inventory that we could possibly take to Aurelian and just, like, set up? Oops, server's shitting itself. Hang on. Hello?
User in your channel timed out. User in your channel timed out.
Flip the Discord, guys.
That's weird. Everyone else did but me.
Yeah, flip the Discord really quick.
Flip them on Discord.
User in your channel timed out. User in your channel timed out. User in your channel timed out. User in your channel timed out.
Yeah, only if. Okay, it's gone full Discord.
Yeah. Just need
Can we
everyone
get
else
the
to
push it?
join Discord.
Can we get the push to talk fix? Box.
What?
There you are. Never mind.
There we go. Try it now.
Okay.
Does that work?
Dear God in heaven, the volume.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, there we go.
There you go.
Okay.
Is Cash coming? Am I loud or
No,
okay? Hello.
I mean he's double talking, but
Is he talking through
Sound
me
muted.
or
he's talking on both TeamSpeak
Oh.
and.
mute your shit, Minnie?
I don't wanna. Fuck.
Sound
Hang on,
resumed.
I gotta start Discord again.
Microphone muted.
In here.
Voice
So-
act.
Or
There we
voice
go.
act, either
How
one.
about now?
So you can choose about either one.
I forgot I had set myself to the last time.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys can go to Asperia. Asperia. You wouldn't be able to make it further south than that and get back in time. You'll probably like be right under the
We'd have a
I
day
know.
of stay
Fine.
time there.
yeah, a day and then be under the gun of getting back. And you would only probably be able to bring maybe 1 or 2 shiploads depending on how many you took with you. Otherwise you're going to be mainly reliant on the stuff here in Waldenstein. Now, the Waldenstein stuff, I mean, like I said, is you don't know when they're going to attack because they're going to show up in 10 days, but they may wait until they're rested and get more reconnaissance and things. Or they may decide to turn it into a siege. It really just depends. You guys don't know that. So, and with them being delayed as well, it might be longer and you might get more time. But you guys have not received a report about that as of yet. So that's kind of the situation that we know of right now, just to remind everybody. Everybody tracking?
Maybe.
So yeah. If you guys want to, you guys can head to Asperia.
What is this city?
Which one?
The one that's not named above the F.
You ping that one again. That one. It's a fort. It's not a city. It's like one of their little military bases on the borders there. So the Eastern Hills and the Western Hills right here, this is all like no man's land. So they actually have put a fort here that basically guards the road up into Meindorf. And this is where the road is used. They basically march through here. So that's what that fort's there for. It's their big protection to make sure people don't get hit and raided. So, and these are smaller villages out here. So, but yeah, what do you guys want to do? Okay. Probably another 5 days, probably to get a really good like sketch, like a good idea of what you want to do with it.
Hmm.
So what's the plan, Sam's?
Well, I don't see much else that we can do in Waldenstein.
Okay.
Anyone we left in Waldenstein, we would not be able to pick up before heading to Aurelian.
Or you could still have the Avalonians do that if you want. So you could have. It depends on how many ships you want to bring. If you want to bring the whole fleet, then cool. If not, you can leave some of the fleet here and take some with you, or go by yourself on one ship. Maybe get lucky, and there might be a way to get them up there faster down there. So
I don't think we're going to quite beat the speed of an airship.
Well, it depends. There might be like some merchant airships. I'm assuming merchant airships are a thing.
yes, they are a thing.
I'm sure the merchant airships are a thing, but I'd be incredibly surprised if they could match the speed of a warship. A fast packet, perhaps, but that's not going to be able to carry people. Not in any number.
There is also the whole thing of the Catholic fleet running around still too. So they might be down there. You might be able to hire some of them too. Who knows?
The Catholic fleet?
Yes. Remember the one that did the whole evacuation of Emir from like
Oh, the guys who we convinced that the fucking Pope was a dick.
Yeah. They might be there.
I guess that would explain why the Catholic military has been marching.
Yeah. There's no fleet. There has been no fleet. You guys don't know where it is. I'm not trying to be like, here's the stuff, but yeah, just for your guys' reminder.
I definitely forgot that we fucking basically took their fleet away from some crappy birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that happened.
Yeah.
Well, we know they aren't in Avalon. We probably would have heard if they'd showed up in Ostrich or Valand.
Yeah.
We definitely would have heard if they would have showed up in Aurelian.
Quite. So they're either off in the northwest for whatever the fuck reason, or they've moved into the Free Cities.
Which, if I was a fleet that just went AWOL from my chain of command, that's probably where I would go.
Hopefully they're in Hesperia and not Hesperia. But I don't know. Actually, do we know out of in character whether which city would have better ability to host a fleet?
Both of them, honestly. They're both built really to do both seaborne and to do air. Like, they're known for that. Basically, these two cities are like what Milan were in like the Renaissance. Like, very hardcore trading. So they have facilities for, like, they had one of the largest fleets behind Avalon, excuse me. For how small they are, it's kind of unfathomable. It's like, why do they put so much into airships and sea ships, but their military is quite small? Like, their actual standing force military is quite small. They use mercenaries a lot. That's kind of their thing. And they use a lot of Roscovan mercenaries and guys from the east. Like, that's kind of what they do. So there is a lot of them that come from beyond the borders there that they'll utilize. So just for your info. So if you guys are looking for mercenaries, that would probably be the place to go. For sure.
Mm-hmm. Drawing recruits is all well and good, but they aren't going to be trained by the time they're up there.
No. And that's kind of the...
So basically, the question stands, who has a freestanding military that we can go, yoink?
It sounds like the free cities are the only ones close enough.
The only ones that would have a military that we could actually borrow.
Unless you want to go deal with the Volandians.
Yeah. You want to go deal with the Frenchmen, or do you want to go deal with the slaving assholes? That's the question, kids!
Which ones are going to be more useful in combat is the question.
Yeah. That is also the question. Which one is not... What was your question there, came through?
What would you call people from Voland? Would it be Volandians or Volanders? Volandese?
Volandi. Probably Volandi, honestly.
Volandi?
Because they are French.
Mhm.
Volandi?
Volandi would probably be something French, yeah. Would be Volandi.
Like Vallandi?
Yes.
Probably
yeah, but what would that be in common?
Volandi. It's what it would be in common. They just call them that. That's what they use in French, and they also use it in common that way. It's just they heard it being used as Volandi, and that's pretty much what they do in common. So,
okay.
But yeah, do you want Frenchmen that so far your guys' history with these Frenchmen have not been very good?
Is watching them go.
So far, the history with the Frenchmen of the world has not been very good.
Maybe they want to change that. Who knows?
Well, they aren't going to change by throwing themselves at the ground and trying to miss.
I mean, you never know. Their accuracy is so bad they might manage it one day.
Oh, God.
Why is there a white...
Just relax. I'm working on something. So.
Oh, you're putting some... Okay.
Yeah. That's
I was zoomed into the map for a while, so I forgot it wasn't there.
While you guys are working on this out, I am downloading the city for it, so just give me a sec. So yeah, where do you guys want to go? That's a smart idea, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
flip a coin, and for what?
Do you want the hardened mercenaries that have lots of experience, or the unproven Volandi who are currently kind of just chilling, that are also pretty hardcore Catholics?
And may not like fighting the Catholic army.
Although, is it not the new seat of power of the Catholic Church also in...
It is the Free City. It was. From what you guys have gotten, they have kind of moved off. They're not there anymore, let's just put it that way. They moved off and they took everything with them. So either the cities basically are trying to stay neutral, which is probably the case, or the Catholic Church wants to go somewhere else. So, like, I don't know. Meidendorf or Aileron because it probably suits them better. So it just depends. Like there's you guys have heard rumors that they kind of just left Asperia. They didn't stake their claim there. Now there's probably leftover knights and stuff in Asperia, but a lot of it sounds like the Pope kind of just pulled everybody and moved them.
Rather sounds like anyone left over is a deserter.
Yeah, probably.
Which may be to our advantage.
Probably.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Do we have any further business in Wallenstein before we commit to leaving?
I mean, this Brexit knows what here.
He's not here, so I'll RP that with him at some other point before you guys leave. So I'll catch him up if he appears, or I'll do it later. Anyway, so do you guys want to get what? Are you guys going to borrow one of the ships from the Avalonians? Which you have permission to do, by the way. You just will lose a turn for that ship. Because remember, the cruiser is probably is left by this point. Baywater's probably up there doing what he can to delay the army.
Doing the stuff told him to do.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, before our cruiser actually left, I would have cut a little sliver out of the most open space on the deck.
Okay.
Just making sure that that's established.
Okay. A sliver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Small bit of wood.
Okay. Okay. I'll let you do that. So,
I have a feeling I have an idea of.
yeah.
We'll see if I'm right. I guess.
So, Asperia?
That's what I support. Amphitrite, that was the name of the damn ship.
Yeah.
What about our new blood? Do they have any suggestions?
Hallsworth?
You have any suggestions?
Nope.
You're just riding along?
Yeah, I'm just kind of going along for the ride.
All right, so we're heading to Hesperia then. Hesperia. You guys board the ship. They give you like one of the small ones, so it's like the ones like what the Stingray was. So she's a little bit smaller. Unless you guys want to take a bigger ship for some reason.
I would like something that can get there quickly and can transport troops.
Well, they both can. Like the little ones, you can probably on this ship on top of the crew, you could probably fit maybe if you put everybody on deck, probably 100 people.
Bring your tents.
Bring your tents, and yeah, basically. So, if that's what you do, you guys will take the small one, and it's going to take you guys about 4 days to get there. And Minnie, I'm assuming you're working on your designs the whole time. What are the other people's doing in that time? If anything important.
Resting to make sure everything gets reset for one.
Okay, so yeah, you will get a long rest.
That's a given.
It's a given.
Yeah.
Can
5 days
never
is
be too
definitely enough time for a long rest.
I think I've read all of my language books at this point.
Okay, so you have all your language books, can't there? For sure now.
Go
ahead, Star.
The Book of Sylvan Language, could I potentially see that and start reading that?
Cam is literally just going to toss it to you.
Okay.
I thought
If you guys, If you guys want to learn other
Did we get
languages,
2 of
Cam
those?
has like 3 books or 4 books of languages. If y'all want to start learning other languages,
Actually, what books do you have?
I thought we picked up 2 books or 2 Sylvan books.
no, you
No,
got
Or no,
one.
it was 2
it was-
Elvish. That's what it
You
was.
got 2
Yeah,
Elvish
2
books,
Elvish.
and yeah,
I have Sylvan, Elvish, and Dwarven.
yep.
I'll definitely need the Dwarven one.
Hey, Mimi,
yeah.
does a rear need the Dwarven one?
I don't remember if I don't remember getting an Elvish one, but
I
You
thought
did
we
get
picked
an
up.
Elvish.
Yeah,
You
we
did
picked
one
up
in
2
Aileron.
at the same time.
In Aileron.
Because that was right after we had to talk to the Elven kid who couldn't speak Common. He was like, "Shit, we have no one here who speaks Elvish, and we're in Elven land."
That whole Halloween episode was hilarious. Huh. Huh. Yes, there's an Abyssal book running around too. So, you know,
yeah, I'm gonna.
I mean, if your ship was here, that would be a good idea.
Yeah,
But if there's any of them that you guys would like to learn Tazar Halls, talk to those guys because they have books.
yeah. Can I, from you, can I get an Elvish book and Sylvan book?
Okay, I was just going to throw the Elvish book at you too.
Okay.
Just thwack!
Right in the face.
right in the face.
I'm gonna start with the Elvish book for the 4 days, whatnot.
How much did those cost? Only like a couple hundred gold.
Yeah, they weren't very much. The Elvins weren't. The Sylvans were expensive, but the Sylvan was.
Oh shit! Fuck's sake.
They're in the same guild. Yes, they knew each other.
Why would that not mean they know each other? They're in
May
different
still have some
cities.
time.
Do you know everyone who's an EMT?
No. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, I forgot to put this back. Shit.
so you guys make your way to Asperia. 4 days go by pretty fast. You get about 25% through the Elvish book there, Senior Star. So you got about a quarter. So you can pick up words, and you're not really good with the sentence structure just yet, but you're like, oh hey, I can kind of understand what you're saying. And kind of the same with Sylvan, since you were doing 2 at once, or are you waiting on? Are you going to focus on one?
I'm gonna focus on the Elvish book first.
Okay, so I'll say you get 40% through the Elvish book. So not completely done yet, but you're
That
starting to
was
get idea.
4 days, 40. So another
Yeah.
6 days.
Yeah, 100%. So you guys arrive in Asperia. You guys come into the port. It is completely different looking from what you guys have seen before. It looks a lot like a mirror, some of the buildings and stuff, but it's a lot more stone marble, kind of old school structure. Not really some of the stuff you saw in Walden's Shrine and Aileron. It's a lot more kind of like classical Italy, the Italian kind of Roman structures. See a lot more of that going on. And you guys land, and I'm going to throw out the city. This is what Asperia looks like. And I know it says that there. Don't worry about it. It's just the old city name is in the middle. So that's the old part of the city, and this is the newer part. Anyway, you guys land. The docks are for the Scott. The airships are kind of in this part of this quarter, so it's kind of in the middle. They do have a lot of large. There's a large port here as well. You see, there's a lot of sail ships and things around here. Kind of going in and out. This is one of the major hubs for a lot of travel from even beyond the eastern, like Ruskova and stuff. Like a lot of people come in here from like the Far East and stuff. So you see a very, very large collection of different types of ships. So, yeah.
Airships or naval?
Both. And there is a lot of airships here too as well. Like you guys like find one or two slots that are left out of the whole thing. Like there's a bunch on the tower, on the towers and stuff, and they have like 4 or 5 towers. And these are big ships too. They're big ships. Go ahead, Cash.
Do we see any that are familiar?
Yeah, you see a bunch of them that look like that they were part of the Emir evacuation. There's about 8 of them here that you can see currently.
I'm just gonna, if anybody else is out on deck, I'm gonna say, those ships look kind of familiar. Do you think that's the old fleet?
So I'd like to roll a perception check with the spyglass to because
Okay.
use it.
You see Gothic, the little dwarf, on the deck, like just above the he like this gets above the
It's like,
the deck
what
part
ships?
of the he's like looking around with his
Fucking log in.
spyglass. Yeah.
Wow, that ship's really far away.
Oh wait, shit.
You're
Oh,
looking
okay,
through
that's
it
really close.
backwards.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Flip it over. Oh, that ship.
I got an 18, and I'm basically looking around, seeing if I see any important buildings that maybe be good to go to for mercenaries and stuff.
You guys look down. There is in this city. It's not big, but you do see like a Colosseum like structure. That could probably, looking at it from here, probably holds like 1,500 to 2,000 people, like at most. And it's all made out of stone, built up, and you can see they have like it's a dirt patch in the middle. There's nobody there currently, but you probably assume it's probably where they do like gladiatorial stuff. Yeah, this is a very old school Roman theme, by the way. You could see they have like there's a market area on the other side of the Colosseum, and this is probably where the slaves markets are. And you see it's like a big bazaar. Just there's little tents everywhere, people with carts, people selling people, that's kind of the things that you see from the ship when you come in. So however y'all want to react to that, this is welcome to the greatness of the free cities.
Yeah,
So,
Guzzet's just gonna see that in the spyglass. Good thing Carbon's not here.
Irony.
yep.
Free cities, greatest center of slave trading.
Yep.
Quite.
It's free real estate.
All right, so you guys are going to get off the ship?
I suppose we're going to have to.
We should probably go and somebody should probably go and check in with those ships. See if they're the ones who we think they are. Because if they are, that could get a lot of people down to where we need them to be.
If we can convince them.
Well, like I said, somebody's going to have to go and talk to them.
I mean, you have somebody that can do lots of charisma convincing. Arira, do you want to go? You want to be the one to convince them? I hear your decision.
I guess since I'm the one that spotted them, I'll go.
You'll go.
Damn right.
Halls, you gonna go with him?
Fuck it. I should probably stick with Tazar, but I'm not gonna be happy about the ship.
You guys, Tazar and Halls, your character, you both have been here before, like on your travels through here. You guys, when you guys were here last time, you guys did play and stuff, but you guys did kind of keep a lower profile in the city just because.
I wonder why.
You wonder why? Yeah, the whole.
Shush.
At least one of you's an elf kind of thing was a bad idea,
Speaking of which, during character creation, you mentioned that these cities, that humans are really the only people who aren't slaves.
Yep. Well,
is that still true?
They still are. Like there are human slaves, but they do. Human slaves aren't worth as much as other races.
It's more of a question: is Is there anyone who isn't human who also isn't a slave?
I mean,
Or is that kind of like a legal requirement here?
it's not a legal requirement. They kind of, if you look like you have station, i.e., if you wear really fancy clothes, which I think you have anyway, you can get through going through the city. They're not gonna. You might get the whole racial kind of like bias looks, but they're not going to sit there and try and, especially if you have coin to throw around. Coin is a lot bigger than your skin kind of thing around here. They're very, very hardcore mercantile. So
yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are willing to overlook shit for coin, but I just wanted to make sure that if I go rolling around there,
no,
I'm
you're not
liable
gonna
to be
get you're
fucking
not gonna
kidnapped.
get arrested and like stop resisting and get tased. That's not gonna happen.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Fireball! Stop resisting!
Fireball.
Dramatic orb with lightning.
Stop
Stop
resisting,
resisting, bitch!
Chain lightning. Chain lightning.
Chain lightning is the taser equivalent. Oh god.
Chain lightning is the taser equivalent, except it's lethal.
There are if there is any place where there's higher magic area, like people that are openly about it, it's probably on the border of that. So we're kind of getting on the thin veil of
The
magic uses.
territories.
Yeah. They're not as
And
hard.
the church chose to set up here.
Yeah. Kind of weird. Why do you think maybe the church left?
Because the city didn't like them.
Yep. Anyway, so where do y'all want to go
Quite
first?
an insufferable bunch.
To the ships. So Tazar and Mr. Callsworth's character, which I don't think he's actually introduced his name yet
Nope,
to anybody.
not a single person in this
Tazar
party
knows his name.
has ever bothered to ask me, and Tazar is the only one who knows his name and has not.
I have not spoken it.
So who is this fuck anyway?
There you go.
Oh, we're gone. We're already off the ship, ain't we?
I am
No,
as
this is-
before we arrive.
I'm going to retcon it a bit. We'll go
Because
back on the ship.
4 days of chilling
Yeah.
on a ship. At
You're
some
gonna
point, we're going to
ask.
eat a meal together.
Like 3 days in, it's just like,
how do you know that?
wait a
How do you
minute,
know
who the fuck are you?
How do you how the fuck are we? How do you know that we're not going to continue our social interaction like we do here, where we all just sit in our own rooms and no names are ever discussed? I mean,
Well, then
Anyway.
at that point, I'm going to ask Tazar who the fuck you are. Because I've seen you, and I saw you get aboard.
Who is this guy? Why is he on our ship? Why is he here? What does he do? That whole conversation. So let's have
Well, we
that.
kinda
Who's
know
your
what he
daddy, and what
does.
does he do?
daddy, dude, that's a fucking loaded question.
Let's have that conversation. So you guys have that conversation, please.
I didn't actually think about what that question would mean for your character.
Gotcha, bitch. All right, so so where are you doing this exactly? And are you directly going to be addressing me, or are you going to be talking to Tazar about it first?
I mean,
Would
do
I
you
need to
come out
talk
of
to an intermediary?
like? Do you
I don't
come out
know.
of
I
your
don't know if
room the whole point?
I don't.
Pauls,
It's
or
a fucking bard waller. Of course it does.
you come it. Yes. So you come out of the room and you eat and or drink with the crew at any point in time.
I mean, I'll probably like grab food from there and stuff. I'm mostly going to be hanging out with Tazar just because I don't know any of these fucks either. But I kind of got
So
yanked
we'll
onto
say
their ship, so
you and Tazar are sitting and having a meal and talking, and Cam and whoever else wants to be there can
discussing
come
the
in.
memes.
Yes, discussing whatever you discuss, and you guys can come in and have a seat or whatever.
Yeah, we'll just chill somewhere. And anyone that wants to actually come get to know us can come hang out.
Yep.
Mhm.
So Cam,
So who is this insufferable attention whore anyway? I'm going to just kind of address to both you, Doolittle, and Tazar, since I'm assuming you're essentially sitting next to each other.
Tazar is just gonna look at Cam, then look back across the table.
Don't feel much of a need to answer the question if you're going to be acting that way. Just because I put on a different style of performance than you're used to doesn't mean anything.
Well, apparently someone can't take a little ribbing.
Oh god.
This is going to be an interesting party.
Like,
You'll have to excuse me if that was ribbing. Your voice does not communicate that clearly.
in my experience, it should usually be assumed to be rather than otherwise.
In my experience, you should reverse that. The name's Scamos.
Scamos.
Mm-hmm.
I get the feeling you run a lot of scams. Like out of character.
Ponzi schemes. Ponzi schemes.
Literally, Waller, I picked it. I hadn't predicted
I know.
pronunciation for it. Waller called it Scamos, and I went, nah, it's supposed to be fuck it, it's Scamos. That
It
sounds
is Scamos. It sounds better.
It fits so much better to the character. And I've got a new tradition of every single one of my D&D characters' names will now be a horrid pun in some way.
Now just pull up, figure out what the name is going to be, send it to Waller, and ask how he pronounces it.
Oh.
No, remember, I made a fucking necromancer called Shaman.
Yeah, he did. And he killed me in the first session with it. Anyway,
Oops.
go ahead, you two. Continue with your discussions. This is good. Scamos! Scamos!
This is good, he
I
said.
should probably update my notes for that. And Scamos, who and what exactly are you?
Yeah, explorer, musician, entertainer, mostly traveler, just kind of going around and living life, figuring out what to do and enjoying it as I go.
Then what are your particular set of skills?
All right, Liam Neeson.
What are your particulars? I have a particular set of skills. I mean, music. I can usually talk to people regularly and know a little bit of alternate ways of solving problems. Have I seen anyone in this group cast a spell in front of me yet?
Yes.
No.
Speaking of people who cast spells, at this point, Gozik comes up with like a full tray of food and tankard of ale and slams his food next to
You
the new member of the party.
when we were in the Porsche office, you saw me put out the fire with a snap of my fingers.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
So you're slapping a bunch of food down with us, Star? Like your food?
Yeah.
And what are you having? What are you having to eat?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Probably some sausages and what time is it? Is it breakfast or lunch?
It's like lunchtime.
It's like breakfast, brunch
mid-watch,
time. Brunch
so-
time.
Brunch
Lunch
time. yeah.
mid-watch. Yeah.
I don't actually know what dwarves usually eat, but I guess like sausages and
Minnie
comes up-
literally ale hot dogs. Remember that. Minnie did
yeah,
that.
hot dogs.
Well, as
I'm
he
not-
slaps
I'm not
that down rudely on our table, half interrupting our conversation, when I say, I have a particular set of skills, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion, and I'm going to make the sausages look like piles of squirming worms.
Gozik's just gonna look at it and go,
And then dispel it
fuck?
once he looks down at it. Mostly so Cam can kind of see, hey, okay, I know what his
Gozik looks
existence.
at
Maybe ruin Kozik's appetite too. Who
Kozak, I
knows?
need you to roll me a Constitution check to see if you actually want to eat that plate of food now.
wow. I got a 19.
Okay, so Dwarven Constitution comes through, and you just kind of dig in. There you go.
I just like grab one of the sausages. I'm like, and like lick it a little bit. It's like,
It's
that-
fine.
is that a spell? Cam, did you do that?
Perfect.
I'm waiting on Cam's response now.
To Gozik?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, to both of them, to be honest.
Because Gozik thinks you're the only other spellcaster in this group. So he's like, did you do that?
is it on fire?
It can be.
No, but
Would you like it to be?
Smoke sausages. Smoke sausages.
You know what? As soon as he says, "Would you like it to be?" I'm going to use prestidigitation to actually some
light it on
flames
fire.
To light. Well, not the one he's holding, but another one of the sausages is now on fire.
So you see, like the little pile of sausages that you gave. You see, like the top one's on fire.
I'm gonna
just the top one.
I'm gonna use the P word to put it out because I can't say it for some reason.
Prestidigitation fight. Is this what's happening?
That's what this okay. How many of us here actually have that as a cantrip?
I think
The two of you.
Oh,
So here's the
God, this is gonna be great.
So here's the thing.
The only reason he has it is because of his gloves.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. This is gonna be great.
Right.
After that, Cause can say, "Cam, please stop messing with my food. I just want to eat it."
Oh my god.
Cam's just gonna grab the one that was on fire and eat it.
Cause is just gonna look at you, just like shocked. It's like
I'm gonna look up at Cam then go, "Does that answer your question?"
Do you know any other schools beside illusion?
I've got a mix. Some transmutation. Some evocation, it's a wide range. If you want the exact list of school, I'm actually gonna have to go down, but I think I have a spell from pretty much everything except necromancy on this list, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, why
I
not?
can't say that.
I've got conjuration, I've got enchantment, I've got illusion, I've got evocation, I've got abjuration.
I don't actually expect you to go down it.
I know.
Like out of character.
I was gonna say, like, if you wanted in character, it's about to be a list because like I have to click through all these divinations on there too because of detect thoughts.
In character, he's just Are you a one-trick pony, or can you actually do things?
No, I can. He's gonna not. I've got more than one school. I can list them if you want, but it's a bit of a list.
I like how Halls adapts people's freaking accents every time he talks to them. Every RP we've ever been
I don't know fucking why that happens to
Oh
it.
my god.
Naturally,
Oh, I fucking do it too.
I'm
not even in RP, just when I'm talking to people.
I'm playing it off too in Starfinder one as an actual character trait, but I can't do that here, so I'm gonna have to try and put a stop to that shit. Anyways, yeah, gonna just answer basically, he's got a list, he can provide a list if he wants, it's a wide range. It's not just one school.
Well, at least someone else can own the eye of the local Catholic.
Yeah. Maybe we can make the local Catholic
Has
change his ways.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna literally gonna just maybe we can get someone to change his ways and a giant fucking eye roll.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, fucking with the local Catholic is like a
pastime for everyone here.
By the way, Halls, now this is out of character. Did I tell you they have Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, I've been informed of this, and I've been debating taking a level in Warlock just to be able to troll Brexit further, not gonna lie. I should make a pact with Brexit's demon.
I mean, if you guys want to go play Ouija board, you could probably summon it if you want in like his room. That'd be hilarious.
Out of character, really quick before Brexit knows this, because I want to meme him with this if I can.
Oh, no.
If I use detect thoughts when the demon's talking with him, since it's in his head, can I hear them both?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Because they're technically sharing the same. Since they're sharing the conversation, you can hear it. Yeah.
The level of memes is too high.
I'm going to be able to literally dead-ass ask the church person, so why are you talking to a demon in your head?
Oh, no.
Well, and the other thing, too, you would know that because if you use detect thoughts on him...
Why are there two heads in here?
Yeah, basically. You'd be like, there's two beings in this head. I'm confused. So
remember that.
Yeah.
if I ever have a reason to use detect thoughts on. Anyways,
Anyway.
getting back on the conversation at hand, Cam.
Right.
Cam
Where
wants
the
to
fuck
continue
were
his
we in this conversation?
I had just demonstrated minor illusion and prestidigitation for you and asked you if that answered your question. You asked me if I knew any other schools. I said yes, and you said somebody else. You did the whole Ira the Catholic thing, and I went, yeah, well, maybe we can get him to change his ways.
Yeah. That's where we're at.
And Taz,
So where are
when you said Ira of the Catholic, Taz, I freaking choked on a little bit of food that he was eating.
Who, by the way, the Catholic is passed out in his room at the moment. So.
Oh,
At brunch?
Waller,
Yes.
do you want to roll for him?
I do, and I will roll for him.
It's like we just
Make
like
He has
go
no
back-
beard. He has no beard.
What did you do?
All right.
Yeah.
Is that
What did
weekly
you
or daily?
roll? It's daily. It's the
Okay,
dwarven
roll
belt's
4 more
daily.
times or 3 more times.
That's right. Nope. Nope. Nope.
10 feet of
That's
beard.
Hang on, one more. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So
No
you
beard.
guys like pass his room and you see like the beard creeping under the door. Other than that, that's nothing else.
Poor Brex is just getting trolled by this party mercilessly.
Well, he has a belt that it's belt of dwarven kind, and he basically it grows a beard.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like it gives you a bunch of dwarven benefits, that dwarves
But
get.
you grow a beard.
But yeah, the other side of it is doesn't matter what your character's gender is, who they are, or what
You
it's,
grow a beard.
They get a beard and they have to shave it. That's amazing.
Yes.
That is a perfect magic item, and I love this.
It's a default magic item.
it
Thank you,
is.
wizards.
But yeah, I'm gonna kind of just look at Kim. Go. So, what's your name? Where do you come from?
Camericus, and I come from the place where all of us come from.
Cryptic.
Very.
I am also one of the very few people in this world with scales and wings.
I mean,
We kind of all come from the same place.
I mean, yeah, but there's always more to somebody's story than that.
You asked where I come from. That's where I come from.
Okay, let me restate the question then. Where do you come from in your experience in the world? What have you done?
What do you
I
do?
was a what is the word? Surgeon in the Assyrian military. Spent some time, a few decades in Emir. Well, not the Emir itself, but rather the western half of the Chosen Isles.
I see. That's rather interesting. You're getting a look of a little more impressed from the bard than of okay, he actually has done something other than go around and sass people for a living.
Oh God.
He's earned a tiny modicum of
Thus, my assertion that you should generally always assume it's ribbing unless proven otherwise.
yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. Gonna have to remember that. Like I said, you do not ever really sound like you're just ribbing. Don't mean that by insult, but you just sound like a very serious person.
So I'm
He is
quite
kind of
aware of a very dry sense of humor. Turns out when you
Dry like hardtack.
fairly associated with fire, that tends to happen.
But Tiss. That's all you get from the bard, and you even get the kind of hand motions.
God.
Fucking abuse of prestidigitation.
We're gonna have too much fun with this, aren't we? I'm gonna have to remember to do that next time with prestidigitation instead. Just the.
I just kind of assumed you did.
That. Oh no, I said my character actually went Tiss and did the hand motions and sound effects himself just for the effect. So, what all exactly is this party doing then? I have kind of honestly tagged along just because of this idiot here, and I kind of jerk my thumb over at Tazar.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck yourself too, buddy. Kind of traveled with me a while back in my day, and well,
Is that the first time we've heard you swear?
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Oh my god, he knows how to hang up. Hey, so when you say that, I'm gonna look at him and go, wait, what?
What?
You've
You're a
never
terrible
smoked?
influence.
What do you mean I'm a terrible influence? I'm not the one who started the bar fight.
Look, we said we weren't going to talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
Like from an out of character perspective, your character is really quiet, and I think he's only ever really been serious in front of people. So
like I said, Scamos is a terrible influence.
Scamos is an excellent influence, and I will hear none of this horrible insults towards his goodness. I bring out the best in people.
And the worst.
Mostly at the best.
And the worst.
Mostly through encouraging copious alcohol abuse, but details.
Speaking of, we already have enough alcohol abuse from a certain member of the party. Don't encourage it. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Oh, come now. I don't drink that. Well, okay, maybe.
Wasn't talking about you.
Wasn't talking about you.
And you see a rear come out, and he's like drunk already.
Oh,
Just
God. Damn it. Really? This idiot still? He travels with you guys?
By the way,
Yeah.
if he asks for bark, don't give it to him.
If he asks for what?
Over here.
Willowbark.
No.
Don't get-
Yes.
Waller,
Yeah.
can I cast sleep on Minnie? If he's that drunk already, just no.
So
Yeah.
So
It's like
so
a Magic
Scamos,
cartoon.
you go to cast it, and as he finally gets up and sits down, you literally just see him faceplant into the table and just falls asleep on his own. And he's just snoring.
Okay, I didn't even have time to cast that.
Literally, all you
perception
hear
check to
is
see
the
if I
window
saw
shut
that.
down noise.
If you saw what?
It was at the
The
table.
dwarf walk over and fall unconscious at your feet? Yes.
No. Scamos.
No,
casted
because no.
Waller saying I went to cast it, and he
And-
stopped.
Yeah.
And good God, he's gonna drown himself. Does he do this regularly?
Yes.
Yes.
Cam's just gonna
Like for
take the
dwarven
taker from in front of
standards.
him, dump it in whatever the fuck sink or whatever, and refill it or place it with one full of water.
Okay.
Jesus fucking! How do you?
And he smells like alcohol.
Hey,
all the good smells that you get.
How
when
does one
somebody's that
heal
drunk.
drunkenness? Can I take?
Cam, do you have any more? Your
Lesser restoration or anything that is a antidote.
Yes.
Anything that's an antidote?
Yes.
So if I use my antitoxin,
Yes.
cool. I'm gonna give him one of my antitoxins just to make him not drunk anymore.
So, Arir, now you're
Worth
awake.
it.
We've been kind of treating anything that's antidote as Narcan.
Yeah. It's basically
everything.
yeah.
Well, one of my antitoxins has now been used to. I just bought that on a fucking whim too. This is the greatest thing ever.
Yep.
Bam!
Yep.
And now there you go, Minnie. You're awake again.
And halt. When
He still gets-
when Canther says Narcan, we mean Narcan. When the
Gotcha.
Narcan hits.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets all the hangover effects.
Fuck yes, I can
And
make him
none of the
suffer
fun.
with this.
Yep. So, Arir, you wake up and you have a hangover.
Cam's gonna set down another thing of water in front of him.
What are
You
you
don't
going
want-
to drink? Then,
don't
if
want
have
vodka?
drinking Water?
Gulping it down.
Gulping down the water.
Easiest deception roll I've ever made. No.
Oh.
Remember, like a goldfish on him.
You've got a Catholic with a druggie with you, Cam.
The thing is, I think I drink about
who's
as much
this
as
guy
him.
again? Who? Yeah, but you seem to be able to handle. Who's this guy here? Pointing over at Star's character.
He's the resident mad scientist, I guess.
No, that's the wrong dwarf. Wrong
Oh,
dwarf.
you're talking about
Star.
Gaza.
I'm pointing at
The other dwarf.
Star's character.
Tweedledee, not Tweedledum.
I shoot people. That's pretty much what I do.
I shoot people. Is that what Gothic
You
said?
shoot people. That's pretty much what you do. Do you have a name, Mister I shoot people, or do I just address
Gothic
you as I
Footstrike.
shoot people?
I mean, if you want to address me that way,
He's the
it's not public.
local. He's the local mudfoot.
So, I need to get to the notes section of this.
Gothic Flint Striker. Yeah.
Flint Striker.
Yes.
I'm not the only one who puns everything, then.
Okay, at that, Gothic just like takes the gun off his back and starts inspecting it. Since you just said that, because he's afraid
I
you.
was saying that out of character, genius.
No.
Oh. Oh,
Not
really?
the last time.
Yeah. It was
thought I
last time.
fixed
Yeah, you need to fix
It's
it.
been a minute.
Yeah.
I thought I fixed it already.
No, you haven't.
I think it's assumed that he fixed it on one of these trips.
I mean, yeah, we're on a 4-day trip. He would have to have done some maintenance at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's fixed now. So
interesting. So, anyways, so he just shoots people. That's what he does. Yeah, nice to meet you too. What's your name again, buddy? Arir. All right, Arir. My name's Scamos. He's still fucking like buzzing the line up. Waller, is he in that Narcan state where they're not totally back because everything's still like they're
he's
still
fucking. He's in that whole hangover where it's a fucking massive migraine point.
So
where
we're not in the point yet where if I slam another Narcan, I can make it worse. Got it.
No.
Bam.
So
Druggies.
He's an addict, not a druggie. There's a difference. He's got multiple crosses to bear here.
Addicts, druggies, they all fall into the same category, all right? I'm gonna make Suboxone in this world just so I can make Minnie use it.
Oh my god. By the way, you see him as he's going through his pack, you see him pull out like dynamite sticks, camos, and like he's just playing with
Why
it.
does he have explosives? I'm gonna look at Cam because he seems to be the rational one out of this party, and kind of glance at Tazar too, like, why the fuck does he have bombs?
He makes them.
You hear him hear an immediate just fucking back into the cup of his drink as he takes a drink of it. What do you mean he makes them?
Is Plode here, by the way?
Well, he takes the ingredients and he puts them together.
I understand this. Who allowed the fucking drunk wanting drugs person bombs?
Look, he was doing it before I met these assholes, okay?
Okay, I'll give you that one, but why would you let this happen?
I believe you met him at the same time we did.
Oh, I mean, if you remember right, I kind of came into the bar and just hit it with you guys. You were all already sitting. I don't know.
Is he doing anything stupid with them as he holds them?
I don't know. What are you doing, Minnie?
Okay.
And you notice looking at his presents too, Halls, he's kind of covered in just black pieces, just covered in gunpowder and just black powder.
He
and
would
stuff.
literally catch on fire if one
Yes,
spark were to hit you.
He has.
I'm gonna say that to him. Oh god, you tell me this hasn't actually happened.
Look, we gave him like
Usually it's the fastest way to get him clean.
When we had this thing where he had an entire cargo hold to himself just because of how often he was blowing himself up.
What? Oh. Okay.
Just don't share a room
Which
with him.
one?
You'll be
Yeah, I
fine.
was gonna say which room is his because I'm gonna make sure I'm on the opposite side of the ship from
He's in
him.
the room next to you.
I'm moving. I will sleep on the goddamn deck. Echoing down the hall.
Yes.
What was that?
That was Plode.
How about he doesn't?
What?
Before he
Is
becomes
going on?
another
What?
explode.
Hey, Rear, show
Okay,
show
on
Scam
that
as
one-
Plode.
On that one, you're gonna hear just out of nowhere the sound of a pa-dum, tss.
Yeah. No, but I'm gonna just for the cool factor of this,
Just
I'll
for
let
the
him
Easily or
Yes.
at all?
He can squeeze his way through very carefully.
Yes, very carefully.
Boom.
That is not what you use the word boom for. Use thud for that. Boom means something else when he's carrying explosives.
He's just exploding the ship as he walks down the hallway.
Yes.
He's giving a rear reach around.
Oh no.
Roll me a dexterity check for Plode.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
no.
So as Plode is saying that, he like moves towards you, and you guys watch as like Plode trips and drops the lighter. It's lit, by the way, on the floor, like towards the rear. So if anybody wants to try and catch the lighter, they can.
I'll try.
All right, guys, roll me a
Can I just-
dexterity.
As he does
let's
that,
see.
can I reaction to just put out the flame on it?
Sure. At the same time. So this all
Let's
happened
see.
like at the same time.
A dexterity?
Yes.
I got 10.
Oh no. So you guys watch as Gauze misses it, and Cantir, you cast what do you cast?
Control flame.
All right, you hit Control Flame on it, and what do you do with it?
Put it out.
Okay, you just turn it off,
Yes.
and you just watch the lighter hit the floor,
Clatter.
clatter, clatter, and you hear Plug go, "Sorry,
But the temptation,
my
though.
bad."
But for the traveler.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh,
Here we go.
Who?
Don't
No,
worry
I
about
was saying
it,
that out of
Cam.
character.
Don't worry about it.
I was saying that out of cap. Actually, no, I will leave that in character. Actually,
Okay.
because that would have been interesting. He almost sounds slightly disappointed that the lighter went out, but brushes it off as a side of no. We probably all shouldn't catch on fire and die in this room.
Cam's probably face palming at this point. Just
Cam's like, no. If they take it apart, they can't use it against us anymore. And Cam, if you actually.
Cam has like one hand up like he's about to facepalm, but is stopping himself.
Yep. Did you
Yep.
actually ask about who when I mentioned the traveler?
Yes, that was in character.
Okay, that you're gonna notice that it's blatantly ignored. I'm just gonna pretend like I did not hear you at all.
Did
By
we
the
ever
Shuckle,
discuss that?
Habakkuk, and Sirium himself. Who the fuck is the traveler?
Did we ever discuss that in our travels, Halsworth?
I would say it would have probably come up once or twice, but nothing in super detail.
I'm just gonna look at Cam and say, just don't worry about it. It's better that way.
Better that way.
This is another one of those cults.
Roll a lore check.
Oh.
Dear. Roll
A lore check?
Yeah.
What lore?
Religion. Actually, religion. It would be a religion check.
Yes, it would be a religion check.
22.
Oh.
You know who the Traveler is.
Oh.
Do I need to explain it to you, Cantor?
I'm pretty sure I'm more caught up on Critical Role than you
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Probably knows.
it is.
So
yes.
so
It
how
is the
much
thing.
do I know about the Traveler then?
Um,
Do I know who the Traveler is, or do I know who the Traveler is?
you don't know, but you know he's a god that does what he does. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Yeah. So it's a little bit different in ours too. It's not
Yeah.
going to go to that
Who
far.
in the fuck
So,
is the Traveler?
He's actually god tier and is a god. It's a thing. So
Gonna wait for Cam's response now.
I want to hear Cam's response as he realizes that.
Oh no.
How new is he in this world?
He's been around since the he kind of came out about the same time Christianity did. He was kind of one of the offshoots from Christianity, but it was the same. He's been around for a while, but it's not really
Very, very small following.
Yeah, he's not. It's not like church level. He's like maybe it's more like I wouldn't say Jehovah's Witness level because they're pretty common.
Even that's pretty common.
But it would be more kind of, maybe 10% of what it is. Like there's one or two people. It's mainly more.
It's super uncommon.
Yeah.
Not unheard of, but super uncommon.
And a lot of people just kind of don't really. It's more of kind of like a joke anymore. They really do view him as a joke, like the whole religion. So.
For religion's a joke.
Yes. Yes.
What would Cam's view on that be?
That's up to you. That is completely up to you, sir. There is nobody in Ashir that practices it, by the way. It's mainly a mainland thing. So, but you guys do have records of it. So,
Oh yes, I'm quite sure of at least that.
And you probably met one or two in your time when you were in Amir. Like, they're pretty common on that. They were really common in the Chosen Isles. So that's where they were kind of hung out. So, because that's where all the hijinks and things were going on. So, isn't that right? So.
I figured that his fathers would have been more in the bigger cities.
No, like Amir. Like Amir itself is a pretty big city, though. So.
Oh yeah.
There's not. Let's just say it's not common enough. They don't have like temples. Like there's no like this is the temple.
Well,
of the
it's rather
traveler.
hard to have a temple to someone who travels.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
It's kind of one of those underground. It's an underground thing, but it's pretty common. Uncommon. Yeah.
So you're one of those cultists.
Whoa.
Cult is a strong word, sir.
I'm gonna go cultists.
Let's be honest here. It's kind of a cult.
It depends on how people practice it. I'll agree that there are some places where it is.
It's a cult. It's
pretty
cult.
culty, but
yeah.
When you practice it on your, or believe, I should say, things on your own and look at them in your own light, it's not as bad.
Not as bad.
I mean, it's not like I'm Catholic.
And Tazar actually does laugh at that.
I'm gonna wait for his response to the "It's not like I'm Catholic."
And he's just gonna kind of like not a chuckle, but a grin, like he almost did.
Hey, you almost got him.
Let's put it this way, Cam. While I may have my beliefs, they're not going to interfere with how I handle most situations. I'm not gonna just run off and do something for the traveler or anything like that. That's fucking stupid in how you die.
If I find graffiti in my room, something will catch on fire.
I make no promises, but fair.
I make one promise. It's that.
I mean, let's be honest. The easiest target here is the guy who's still up in his room, passed the out.
That is true.
Speaking of fire, and this is not good. Speaking of fire, he has apparently a full beard and whatnot.
Oh my!
So,
Just one way to get rid of it. At least one way. Jesus Christ.
Minnie, you
I
are the
agree.
Yeah, let's
accelerant.
not
Yeah,
set the
right.
sleeping man on fire. I
You are
really
the
don't need more
accelerant.
work.
And, putting a ship on fire would probably scare the Avalonian crew to pieces right now.
Yeah, then we'd probably have a real hard time getting loaded on the ship.
Yeah.
Maybe ban
Oh,
from
yeah.
another place.
Speaking of the ship,
Yeah.
on this trip, Cam's also going to get a sliver from the most open part of the deck here.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. So, is there any more conversation to be had, or are we ready to move on?
I think I'm good. I don't know about the rest of these guys, but
Cam.
That's all I got.
I like it. What's your name? Spends an hour talking figure out names.
Yep. Arir, do you have anything to say to continue, sir? The lighter. Yep. Experiments. You guys watch him pick up and he starts humming, and like him and Plo just walk off back to his room. God.
Oh my god.
I would just like to say, for some reason, I have a feeling that it's a good thing that Darius owns portion, not him. Anybody else feel the same way?
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad I'm not alone in that then.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll fast forward back to getting off the boat in Asperia. So who's gonna go talk to?
I think that dynamic duo were going to the ships.
Yep. Anybody else want to go with them?
Like as they go, Cam's just going to kind of see if you can arrange for them to agree to provide passage, if you would.
I'll do what I can.
Because I doubt I would like to pick up more people than this ship can hold.
Yeah, that would probably be helpful, considering what we're gonna have to deal with coming up soon.
Quite.
All right. So we will go do this first. You guys head over to these other ships. Roll perceptions for me. See if you can find the guy that you talked to in a mirror.
Oh, that's a Zach thing.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we need a character model for Scamos.
We will
Oh,
get
yeah,
him one. Yeah. At some point.
It's like
That would be a 23.
You do find him. He's actually walking along the street, and you see the guy that you talked to in a mirror, just cruising as you guys are heading towards the docks.
And he was a captain, right?
Yeah.
Captain.
Oh, fancy seeing you here.
Indeed. I kind of figured you guys would have come down this way.
Oh yeah, we this is where the Pope had us drop them off.
Drop who off?
All the evacuees, the army, all of them.
Yeah,
we got press ganged to go back and get the army and bring them back.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about them?
They're a bunch of dicks.
How would you feel if I offered you a chance to do something about a bunch of dicks?
Depends on how much coin you have.
We can talk. Right now, I'm kind of just sussing out. See, I'm gonna need some ships to transport some guys up by way of Aurelian.
You're trading
Is that a
slaves?
Brexit?
Holy shiza.
No, not slaves. They're gonna be soldiers, mercenaries, most
Let's
likely.
see. Is that a Brexit?
Fuck this little shit.
Was it
You fucking run again, I will murder you.
Wait a minute. Did the dog take off and you had to go hunt the dog down for 2 hours?
Oh my god.
Oh my
It's
god, I
pitch
love
black.
your dogs.
It's pitch black. He's tiny, and he's
Fuck
black.
it, let it hit. Look, Brexit. I have a solution for you. I mean, the owner
Okay,
won't like
Micah.
it, but wait like 3 or 4 hours, and then just look for the small bump in the road.
Oh.
This is our dog.
Oh.
I mean,
Wait
Same
3 or
point
4
still
hours and wait
stands.
for the.
yeah.
Anyway, does somebody want to catch Brexit up? I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water.
Memes.
Catch him up really quick.
Memes. And you have a giant beard, by the way.
I'm gonna do
I
the
have
same.
a-
Yes,
Yeah,
your beard is currently crawling out of the room you're sleeping in. Literally.
We're
We
in,
kind of kidnapped you, and we're in the Free Cities now.
Oh, and you also missed the entire get to know your new guy speech. So, yeah, have fun with that.
Okay.
There was a lot of puns.
And there
Oh,
was a lot of information discussed that you should not. There were a lot of Catholic jokes too.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, I wasn't even making most of the puns.
I know, right? Isn't
Most.
it amazing? Isn't it great, Canthir? You're not the sole person responsible for it anymore.
I mean, I've managed to convert a couple people into doing it, just by way of exposure.
Oh god, it's spreading. It's like.
Alright. So, you guys are gonna find a book of punning too, aren't you? You're gonna read all the books about all the puns. Anyway, yeah, load in Brexit.
I vote.
Yeah.
I vote that if Halls uses cutting words, that they all have to be puns.
Fuck yourself.
Well, I mean, think about it. It would be pretty effective because you just use a pun in the middle of combat, and the enemy is going to be like, "What?"
They was just gonna be stood there going, "Fuck you."
You know what? You know what? No. I'll make it all cutting words. But if I manage to come up with a pun and use a cutting words in combat, I want the damage plus them being stunned for a round.
Cutting words doesn't do damage; it makes them miss.
Yep.
It lowers.
Oh, no, that's right. I've got my spell.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
we're in Hesperia, and we have Tazar and Scamos here talking to one of the captains.
Which actually, it would probably be good for you to come with us, Brexit.
Yeah.
Because we're going and talking to one of the captains from
the Catholic with us. Why are you bringing the Catholic with us?
Because it's
I'm
Catholic
going.
fleet.
I think I'm going to want to steal him, and actually,
Oh my god. Brexit
Okay.
is popular.
Whoever he wants to go with, then. Well, because he knows where we're going.
so we are in Hesperia. We're here for
Yeah.
mercenaries.
Yeah.
The elf and the bard are going to talk to the former Catholic fleet.
Sounds like a
Cam
good
is
idea.
going to look for actual mercenaries. Cam is also a non-human in a city that enslaves the vast majority of non-humans.
Yes. And all I can hear your damn fucking dice.
Now the thing is, I want to go with the other two to talk to the ex-Catholic fleet because I could probably convince.
There's
them.
also a good
But-
good possibility of Catholic deserters in this town.
I.e.
Yes, there
lots
is
of
also
knights. Yes.
Yes, and there's also the aspect of Cam will probably be put in chains if I don't go with him.
So maybe we should just all four of us travel together.
That
Yeah.
might be an idea.
That might be a lot
We
more
also
effective.
only have one day in the city before we have to go.
Yes. So
I don't think it's going to take us that long to talk to the captain.
Yeah, but we also have to organize supplies and loading.
Well, Brexit can always come by and talk to the captain after.
anyway, so who's all here? I'm assuming Tazar, Scamos, the Catholic man, and do you want to come with him then, Cam?
That way you
I
don't
would
get.
like, I would
put in
like to
shackles.
try and get to talking to the mercenaries while they're talking to the shipmasters.
Okay.
But
So if you really want to split this up, I'll go with Cam. That way he doesn't get thrown in fucking shackle.
I mean,
I don't expect to have someone attempt that. But
who knows?
You never know. You never know.
Anyway, so we'll get back
Opportunists.
with Scamos and Tazar. Anyway, he's talking to y'all, and he's like, "Okay, well, it depends on the coin, and
Well, I don't terribly think the coin would be much of an issue.
okay, how many
Um,
ships are you needing? How many ships you buying?"
Well, that's going to depend on how many people we manage to successfully recruit. Because right now, our number stands at 0. There's a couple of guys off in the city. They're seeing who they can round up.
I see.
Um,
Where's our destination?
Going up to Aurelian.
Alaron?
Alaron.
See.
We're well, to be perfectly upfront, we're gonna be fighting the might of the Catholic Army.
I see. You're fighting the church, and you need transport for people to fight the church.
As well as, if you do happen to know anybody from a sailor and wants to join us in the fight for the church, then we would be appreciative of that.
I know a couple of the orders that didn't go with them are still in the city.
That would be, do you know where they're at, by chance? Do you keep in contact with them?
They're staying on our ships, for one. There's 2 of them on at least 2 of the ships. They've completely taken them over.
Okay.
Well, just a bunch of rowdy crusaders going, fuck off our ship now.
This is ours! Get the fuck out!
In the name of God, we have commandeered this ship.
In the name of the false pope. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. They commandeered 2 of the ships, so there's 6 of them that are completely empty. 2 of them are being completely taken up by a Night Crusade order and all their horses and all their people.
Okay.
So
2 of your homes, essentially.
Of course.
Mobile barracks, I guess.
Yes, chapels, as it were. They're doing a lot of praying. It's kind of unseemly.
Sure.
Not fun in games till the chapel starts moving.
All right. So, but you would be amenable to joining us in our.
As long as you have the proper funds, we'll work out a deal.
What would you be looking at for payment?
Depends on how many ships that I can muster. I'm kind of in charge of all the other captains, so I can get as many as you need.
I guess it's good that I came across you then, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Makes things easier.
Well, do you have any idea, maybe on a per ship basis, how much it would cost?
For each ship,
just a quick out of character note: are these warships or just like merchant?
They're like ships? Literally, they're like cattle car ships. They're literally like pack people on them. They don't have. They may have like the sparse gun or 2 to like ward off pirates.
They're essentially fast transports. Then.
Yeah, they're not going to be in a ship of the line battle kind of thing. These aren't designed for that.
And I'm gonna tell him, we wouldn't be looking for you to get in direct combat. We already have a combat, just to make that clear.
Understandable.
So you know exactly what to expect. We just need somebody to transport a mass amount of people to our destination.
All right, and he looks and he's like, well, it would cost for all of the ships, all the empty ones at least, it would probably cost you 1K platinum for the ships. For the duration of the contract.
I can do that.
Now, if you want to buy
So, do you remember that Crusader that yelled at you?
Yes.
Well, he's kind of traveled into town with me. I might be able to get him. We might be able to get him to come and do something about those other Crusaders. No promises, but
I mean,
if he's willing to try.
We would like to get our ships back. They kind of kicked us off of them completely, and the captains and the crew are very upset that they lost their ships.
Yeah, so we'll see what we can do there too. We might be able to get you your ships back. Well, like I said, I can't promise, but we can make the attempt.
All right. If you do get the other two ships, it'll be 1,500 platinum.
Well, I mean, if we do rate those ships, do you think you could work at maybe 1,250?
We'll talk.
Okay, we'll talk.
We'll see how many you need. We'll see how many you need first.
First. All right. Well, I can find you. Where can I find you when I need to come talk to you?
He gives you a card with the the berth number for his ship. Yeah,
okay.
Berth number for his ship and the dock and all that.
I'll tuck that away into a pocket. All right. I will come find you when we have some numbers.
All right. So we'll go to the other two hooligans. Who else do any of the dwarves want to join too, or is it just going to be Darius and Cam on this one?
We're gonna start going to catch up.
Yeah, you'll find them, but you won't be there right off the bat.
Not right off the bat, but unless Scamos has anything he wants to do there.
Not in particular. I'm just going to be kind of tailing with you guys to assist where needed and help out.
Perfect.
Hope
really
you guys
being a nuisance right now.
I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm probably going to stay back and continue on the Elvish language book.
Okay.
Another 10 off that.
Okay. I mean, unless you guys decide to go with the army, if you get an army. Yup. Oh. Your first one, yes. All right. So, anyway, you guys, Cam and Darius, you both, yeah? Darius, you good?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You guys head towards the Coliseum area where you saw the slave market. And this is where you do ask around when you get off the ship. It's like, where are all the mercenaries? Kind of very just first time in town kind of thing. And they point you in the direction of the slave markets. And it's on the other side of that. That's where a lot of their offices and where they recruit people.
Building.
Yeah, that's where they kind of keep all their quarters and everything. So, you guys head over there. I want you all to roll a perception check for me.
I think that's a 90. Where the fuck did my character sheet go?
Get on the bed.
Yeah, 19.
All right. So, Darius and Senor Canthia, Darius and Cam, you guys walk down this road off of the slave markets, and there is just rows of recruitment offices for mercenary groups, and you see them they have their emblem out on the outside, and this is where people come to sign up, where people hire them. This is legitimately, it's just a whole street of them, and it goes. You count on either side. There's probably 30 total of different groups just on the street. So, and you see there's There's some that are in. A lot of them are in common. You see a couple elvish ones, which is kind of weird. You see a bunch that are actually what you can probably tell is Roscovan, so Russian. It's very funky Eastern European signs. You see
Cyrillic
a couple.
is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, Cyrillic. It's kind of in that Cyrillic. You see that. And you can tell just by looking at the building, like there's some that are really, really well off. Like their building looks fantastic. It's pristine, immaculate. And then like next to it, it's just completely run down. Like it's literally like a little shack kind of thing. So you have the pick of you want somebody high quality, low quality, medium quality, what you're looking for. And each of them do have different specializations. So like there's like mercenary horse companies, foot, things like that. So I will let you pick. And what kind of guys do you want to recruit?
What kind of military does the Avalonians have?
They're mainly foot infantry. They do have cavalry, but they're more the Avalonian military is more built like 17th century, 18th century Britain was. So
Are they lighter? Or
they're kind of a mix. They're kind of all over the place. So they have heavy, like they kind of have a little bit of everything. Is that the Avalonian military, right?
Aurelian.
Oh, Aurelian. Aurelian's a little bit more. They're not as high tech because they're still trying to get up to speed. So they have a mix of older style, like Renaissance. So they're more using like Renaissance tactics. So pikes, shields, swordsmen. Still, they may have still units with crossbows and bows and arrows. But they don't. They're working on the high tech part. They're that's what boomsticks and them are helping them with. They're trying to get them up to a point where hey, we're giving you muskets and stuff.
I mean, in the era of muskets, a unit of longbowmen will wreck face.
Oh yeah, I know. But they're trying to do with the whole training time of using a longbow versus a musket. So
yeah, they've got the lifespan. It's fine.
It's fine.
But their melee infantry then are lighter. That
they do have
light infantry, and they don't really have
their
heavy.
Their main is more light. The Praetorians are the heavy infantry, and there's not very many of them left. Like that's who their infantry. Yeah, they were the shock. So they basically been kind of wrecked since the whole palace incident, and you guys were all down there like hold the fort kind of thing.
And their cavalry are the same.
Yeah. Cavalry were also Praetorians, but they also have been taking a lot of casualties. They kind of did both. They flexed them into both.
So they don't have a lot of cavalry, and what they do is probably light.
Small, and it's light. So,
I suppose the other question would be, what kind of military does the Catholics have?
Yeah,
they are
charge.
Lots of shock infantry, heavy. You guys take a look at Darius. That is like the common. Darius is like their common guy. So lots of heavy dudes with shields, spears, swords. They do have cannons, but they're not. They more like the glory and the honor of getting in close. Like they still use that stuff in sieges, but they're not very much using them in field combat. They don't form square and charge kind of thing with muskets. They still use swordsmen and cav. They use a lot of cav. They're very cav heavy.
You take out the equation of their fucking heavy weapons.
So we're kind of getting that intermingling of like modern versus old school, kind of right in that time period of strategies and tactics changing. So
think of the what was it? That famous battle in Japan where the fucking
Shirayama
just wiped.
Yes,
yeah,
Shirayama.
the Oda just wiped out the fucking side of the cavalry. Just fuck that shit.
But they do have very, very tough armor. So I mean, they can stand. A lot of those guys use their, they don't break. The church does not break very often when they get into combat. because of their faith. They're very hardcore about that.
Mhm.
So,
Zealotry.
mhm.
So I'm going to be looking for people from the church who are deserters and kind of
Okay.
working mercenary at the moment.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Okay.
To anyone else who happens to be heavy infantry.
Okay.
And Aurelian spearmen probably have their cavalry covered.
They have the light cav covered.
I mean, even heavy cav. A spearman block will fucking annihilate a cavalry charge.
Yeah.
Just because the horses will not charge them.
And you also have guns. So that's the other thing, too. You guys will have guns. Lots of guns.
Spearmen make a defensive line, and the guns just sit there and pick them off.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Drag! Ah!
Yup. You guys walk in, and they do have... it's a mixed unit. Like, they kind of do everything. They're Roscovan. Yeah. The first unit you guys come to, they're Roscovan. So...
you don't do a Russian accent, I'm going to be sorely disappointed.
Do you want my Russian accent? Do you really want my Russian accent?
It's better than the rest of your accents, to be honest.
It is.
Oof.
So how can I help you?
Well, we're looking to recruit a few mercenaries for a bit of a tussle that's going to be happening up north.
Are you with the church, comrade?
Not the ones that are heading north.
He's kind of looking at Darius when he... Church comrades?
Not the ones going north.
I see. So what can I help you with? What specific forces are you looking for, and how many?
Well, the church that is going north, we're looking for people to go against them.
Okay, do you have the coin for that? I would more than willing, as long as you're paying. More than willing.
Depends on how much you're willing to charge.
Depends on what you want.
There's my spreadsheet. Oh, I was thinking what you could spare for heavy infantry and fire support.
Well, he sees looking. He looks at his. He pulls out his book and
Big old
starts
ledger.
looking through. He's got his list for all his guys, and he's like, "Well, in the city I have right now, I have one unit of 100 men ready to go. Like right now, I could get you another 200 in about 2 days. I'd have to make some messengers out there, send some messages and get them back. But I have about 100 men in the city right now. They're all heavy infantry.
Unfortunately, we'll have to leave by nightfall in order to make it to the city before them.
I see. I also do have cavalry in the city if you need it. Which I have a unit of 300 ready to go. And they're heavy cavalry. Like these guys, like and he explains, like these guys are pretty much church level cavalry. They're pretty large, pretty heavy.
Now, as long as we don't use them like the cavalry was used in Game of Thrones, I think we'll be fine.
What does the church run for pikemen and the like? Do they not much, or
there was a few orders that did, like Brexit's order, like Darius's order was one of the big ones. That's why he has the halberd. That's why he has the spear.
It's more spears and pikes.
Yeah, they do have a couple a couple orders that specialize in being pikemen, but they don't have a lot. They mainly use spears and stuff that gets in closer. Because they kind of look at pikes as kind of being something that they have to use it to build it in the field, and they don't usually keep a standing unit of them all the time, if that makes sense.
Okay. And
Scary.
Yeah.
especially going up a mountain.
Their gunners are what?
What do you like? Their
Musketeers or whatever the fuck are they?
They mainly use
artillery.
Like they're old school cannons. The big shit, like what the Ottomans had for Vienna, like that kind of big shit.
The Ottomans
I.e., good luck
Vienna.
hitting cavalry.
Yeah.
So they aren't that big on.
They're siege guns. They're
muskets,
siege guns. No, they're not. There's some of they want to keep very traditional, and they also wanted to keep it low tech because they were fighting the orcs. They really didn't see a reason to. Oh, we need to invest into technology. And so the church is they kind of keep to their ways. It's kind of one of the decrees that the last Pope had was pretty much
and heavy cavalry can actually survive that.
Yes. And you are getting some, if you do get Ostrich involved, there will be lots of heavy cav from them too. So, because they're pretty cav heavy as well.
Well, it doesn't sound like Ostrich's getting involved.
We'll see.
And how much? Say we provide transportation up to Aurelian. How much would you charge for participating in that battle, including a share of anything left behind by the church forces?
For the and he looks, he's like, for our rates for the company, the foot company that you would get would be for that long, and he's like, how long would you for?
To repel the attack?
How many days, months? Do you need them for a year? How long?
Well, I expect we have the forces to bring them to battle, which is dependent on more than just what you can provide. Expect about a week, perhaps, on the ground.
So for the ground force would be in total for everybody, it would be 2,500 gold for the whole trip. Now they'd get their own way back, but 2,500 for the horse and for the infantry. And that's paying them and getting them their supplies and everything they need, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. 2,500 gold, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I can front that at least.
Give you guys lots of money.
What was the name? What was the name of our ship that we came over?
I never gave it to you guys, did I?
The only thing I need it for is so I can tell him to go to it.
I'll say just to keep it, you'll give him the name of the ship and where you're at.
Yeah.
And I'll have them reports by nightfall, and we'll go from that.
For loading, you may want to make sure that at least the supplies are there early.
Of course.
Because we need to be on the move quick.
Yes, I'm making jokes, Brexit. I know. I'm sitting there, and it's like, I'm waiting for you to... It's like, are they going to realize what's about to happen here?
And the charge incoming, and there's the wing to start.
Mm-hmm. Which they're actually the Osterix, by the way. Actually. So anyway, yeah, you got your first company. I won't RP the rest of it, but if you want, you guys are able.
About the time when I show up.
Yeah, you guys will show up, and you guys kind of walk around, and you guys are able to round up if you want another probably 400 guys, like foot infantry here, which is a lot. Like you guys are finding
light or heavy,
and
spear
heavy.
or sword.
Mix. They actually run both. So most of the guys that are trained run both. So, just so they're a little more.
So spear with a sword backup, then.
Yes. and they're trained in both because these guys do this for a living. So
I feel like you just said it, but light or heavy?
Heavy.
Okay.
And that'll cost you, if you want for all of that, would be so. And there's like another 200 horse if you guys want it. So 200 horse guys, which that'll cost you in total probably 7,500 gold if you guys want all that. Ish. Sounds about right. Yeah, that's right. But go ahead, Cash.
I was just going to say I'm also going to inform the friendly neighborhood Catholic the rowdy bunch of assholes that have well, first I'll tell them that I believe I've secured transport for, pretty much however many we get. I'm gonna say, by the way, Darius, there's a couple of orders of crusaders in the city.
Oh yeah. On that note, did we happen to see any church going?
Not
folk?
here. Not here. They are not here.
Are there any slave regiments?
They're slaves. You can go find a lot of slaves.
Christ.
What?
We're not clan ratting it, all right? Jesus. We're not Skaven.
They're slaves. I mean, you guys could go buy slaves. And
This
give
is
them
the land of the
weapons.
slaves. I'm looking to pick up a slave regiment.
You want 1,000 slaves? Is that what I'm hearing?
Assuming
1,000 slaves?
The ones that are trained in mercenary work?
Depends who you talk to. They're kind of like, they're trained for everything. Like, one guy's trying to sell you, like, I have 1,000 of them, and they can do whatever you need them to do.
And another guy's like, don't listen to him.
No, when I'm going up to people, I'm not telling them what I want them for. I'm asking what they do. Because I'm assuming the ones that are trained for military are going to be relatively close to the mercenary quarter.
Most of the ones that are trained for the mercenary group in the mercenary groups buy them, and that's how they train them. So most of these guys are actually slaves that you just literally bought their services for. They don't pay them. They don't pay them. Let's just put it that way. You just paid the company to get guys that are trained to fight. Like, that's how they run these mercenary groups. So,
well, we can probably quite easily convince those mercenaries on the flight back, can't we?
I mean,
you don't have
possibly.
To go back.
You don't have to go back. You could stay here and live in the city and be free.
Mm-hmm.
But you can go buy slaves. There's literally guys, and they have I have a whole ledger of them, and you can buy this whole book if you want.
I'm guessing there's no fucking mercenary companies that have recently gone under and freed up a bunch.
No. Actually, roll perception check, see if you can find one.
That is a 15.
You do. And they have 2,000 men. That basically they're you guys come to an auction, and there's an auction, like an active auction going on.
2,000 souls.
Yes. 2,000 souls. So if you guys want to bid, the bid currently is at 500 gold right now for all
500 gold for 2,000 people. Holy God!
Yes, man. They're trying to get anything they can.
This is men and their equipment.
Yeah, it just literally just started. Like, it literally just started. So that's why it's so low. They're kind of going from low to high, and you guys are sitting there 500. You see the guys like, we start at we're currently at 500 gold, and I see we have some more people joining us. 6, okay, 600, and you hear another guy. You hear a guy in one of the Briscovans in the back. 1,000.
That climbed drastically.
Yes,
of course it would. 1,200.
15.
25.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
And he's like, "Oh, what?"
The Roscoe's like, "Oh, okay, okay."
And he's like, "Do you not know how much these guys are? 3,000."
Waller, who's this guy bidding?
who's bidding? Like,
Yeah,
what is he
It's
bidding
Rus-
against us?
It's Ruskovan douchebag.
He's a Roscovan douchebag. You guys didn't meet him before, but yeah.
I'm gonna just quietly start working my way through the
Oh, boy.
crowd towards him.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with him just
Like,
to
do I notice the bard leaving?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Before he goes, he's like, do me a favor, do you know silence?
I know suggestion. I'm just gonna keep walking off.
Ah,
3,000. You hear him bid that.
He can suggest him to shut the fuck up.
Yep.
I was just going to have him
plan.
cast silence over the dude. He can't bid. 3,500.
Let me know
You
when I'm
cast-
there.
You
Wally.
get there. You get there pretty quick, like between the bids. And do you?
Yeah,
What do you?
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna pretend to stumble over Tazar here, who maybe even reaches out and helps me with a little
Alright.
bit of an assisted trip. And as I'm tripping and falling and everything else, I'm gonna be acting like I'm talking to Tazar and just go, man, everyone should just stop bidding. These guys aren't worth that much. Trip, thump, cast suggestion as I'm saying that and landing a hand on the shoulder, and then apologize to the man for it.
And he looks and he's like, oh, they aren't worth that much. They really aren't, you know? And like nobody else is bidding. Like there's like a whole crowd of people and they're just looking at this like, that's way too much money for all these people, especially this company.
It's a gold and a half per dude.
I
Yeah.
know. I know.
Shut the fuck up, can't hear. Don't give me
I didn't do the voice. It's out of character.
I know.
So that's what I'm gonna do there, Wars. I'm gonna use that on him.
And he looks and you hear somebody going once for 3,500. Going twice for 3,500. Sword. 3,500 to the
The winged,
interesting. The winged man there. And he's like he
the
looks
winged
super
scaly
fucking
fucker in the
confused.
back.
Yeah, he's super confused and he's like you see the guy the consignment guy come over and he's like do you have the gold?
I hope you'll take platinum.
That works here just as well. How much money have you actually burned, Canthier? Like honestly, like how much are we burning right now? We are burning a lot. Is what I
So 3,500 gold is 350 platinum.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I burned about 1,000 platinum.
Yeah.
So 1,350.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I can definitely afford.
Okay. You now have 2,000 people. No. Or you're responsible for it, Canthier, apparently.
You said that includes equipment and the like.
Yep.
How many days of supplies?
They have enough for a week right now.
Convenient.
1 week. So
Convenient.
Let's
So how many people do we have now total?
2,000.
Well, that's the slave regiment. but how many-
2,800. So 2,800.
4 plus 6, 10, 3,000 people is what I got.
2,000. Yeah.
With the 150 I got.
Mhm. No, that's just here. They're not counting the 150 that you got yet.
Yeah.
And
So those 6 ships, if you got all 6 ships, you could carry all of them right now. You have enough room to carry everybody.
I'm
Like,
gonna
as it is.
to Darius. So look at all these people. No. Remember those crusaders I was telling you about that they were in the city?
Yeah.
They've taken over a couple of our captain friends ships.
Your captain friend's ship.
Our captain friend. You remember the guy who you yelled at back in Avalon
Amir.
or Amir?
Oh, it
Just
was those
middle.
pricks.
Yes, those
Yeah.
bricks. They're
Okay.
here.
Yeah. Well, that captain, he, I guess he got press ganged into transporting the Catholic army up there. Not real happy about it. So he's willing to help us out if we can pay him. But also 2 of his ships are being held by a bunch of rowdy crusaders. As rowdy as you Catholic types get.
So a lot
And
of
he-
praying and incense burning.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So
you just walk by the ship here.
There's a very distinct smell of incense.
There's going to be a sniff in it.
Right. But yeah, if he said, I told him we would try and get the ships back for him because I figured you might be interested in trying to recruit those guys into your order.
Of course I am.
Yeah.
So,
want to go and say hello then?
Well, it'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Indeed.
so Cantier, I think we got enough dudes for you now for the moment.
What? How are these guys equipped? First off, like what are they?
They are mainly spearmen. Like they're not super high tier. That's why they were so low. These guys are shield, and they have like a basic spear. So
better than the rocks I thought they had armed them with.
They're running around into battle dressed like new players.
They're running around into battle without clothing, holding a rock, and they've been told
the
to
new
beat
players
someone to death.
Yeah,
they've been told to beat someone to death or they die.
So this was an experiment by some guy that was a noble here, and yeah, he didn't clothe them very well, and you kind of get the history of this whole company. They were like trying to go with like the lowest amount lost, and yeah, so they literally had a they have a wooden shield, a spear, and they legitimately just wear like a t-shirt.
They're the Zulus, got it.
Yeah, basically.
They look like Zulus.
Basically. At least they have wooden shields. It's not the whole freaking canvas shit. So
okay, I guess I'm gonna be looking for equipment for them that's a little bit better.
It's a little bit better. Okay. I mean, y'all have a freaking factory.
True.
Not here,
but you can get guns from that factory and maybe give them to these guys. They might do better with guns. Let's just put it that way.
Just train them with guns.
The thing is, we don't have time to run back. Is the issue?
Anyway,
we could probably have a ship, loaded with the meet us there.
Telegraph.
Fuck the telegraph sending.
Sending is a thing too, by the way.
Yeah, you send a message.
I guess there would actually be a mage in this city that could do that.
Yes, there would. There is a bunch of them that could. So
we have to trust him, though.
Yeah. Well, dude, trust comes with how much money you want to pay people. It's all
or
about
stab him in the fucking throat when he's done.
I mean that too. Anyway, Darius, shall we go talk to the honorary Catholics on their boats?
The honorary Catholics on their boat.
Yes.
But it would
be
a good idea.
Tazar, do you go with him?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with him. Okay.
Damn it.
Does Scamos go with him?
I fucking stuck going with them now, aren't I?
So you got super uncomfortable as you walk on the ship.
Fuck this boat. Everything to do with
roll me.
I'm gonna lean over to Scamos and go, yeah, but look at it this way. Might be a good chance to fuck with some Catholics.
Maybe.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, Halsworth.
Oh
boy. This would be more will, though.
19.
Yeah, so you don't burst into flames. You're fine.
Wow. Yourself.
These boats have been completely sanctified. It's just like, motherfucker, stepping on board.
He just walks onto the deck. Ow, 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 ow.
It's like he's walking across a hot beach. Ow, fuck, ow, shit, fuck, ow, fuck. Son of a bitch.
Anyway, so you don't burst into flames when you walk into a church. Anyway, so you guys walk in and you see one of the fathers. He's not one of the knights, but he's one of one of the people in charge of making sure that they're following their best practices and things. He's father of their flock, and he's like, good day, my son. How are you? Bows to you, Darius.
Bows to me. Oh, brilliant.
It's a meme. Everything is a meme. That's what this whole thing is going to have to be, just memes.
Shush you. Darius will bow back to the father. Father, I wish to speak to the man in, well, the Crusader or the highest ranking person in charge to discuss the situation with these ships.
Okay. He's like, yes, my son. Follow me. Is the rest of your retinue here going to join us, or are they staying here and enjoying our services? And they're all praying, by the way. There's like 10 Crusaders in the church praying right now.
We'll stick with you.
Yeah, you just like if they suspect something, I'm going to. That time I was like, if they suspect something, I'm going to die with him. So no.
Yeah, and Tazer's the only one in the party other than me who actually can say that legitimately. Tazer's like, we gotta go.
So
I'm gonna hang out with you.
Cam just isn't comfortable with all this heresy.
So he turns and it's not like the fast walk, it's the very slow, methodical walking in pace through the church. And he kind of leads you. Yeah, and he kind of opens a side door. It's like built into the wall of like where the altar is on the front of the church. And it like opens up and you see there's like rows of, like, they've turned this part of the ship into a church. Like, they've been here that long that they've turned the internals into a church. So
It was a Catholic ship before, wasn't it?
Yes, but they didn't have churches on them like this. This is something else. This is like another level of worship and shit. Yes, Catholic.
Again, it's all fun and games till the church starts moving.
And they lead you back, and you guys are led into an office, and you see an older. He's like, "You may have a seat. I will go and get the master of the order, and he'll have a chat with you. Just wait here." And you kind of sit down in this kind of meeting room that they have. So do you guys have a conversation before this major conversation? Darius, you look over to Scamos, and he's looking super uncomfortable.
Yeah, Scamos is not happy with this. At all.
If you're uncomfortable, I would recommend you attempt to hide it.
Working on it, Darius.
Because if he sees that, he could suspect you of something. Like I am right now.
I'm working on it, Darius.
Tazar's just sitting there like, meh, whatever.
Tazar's probably got a little bit of a shit-eating grin on his face, like, wow, the Crusader's trolling the fucking troller, what the fuck?
He's so fucking lucky we're on a goddamn ship full of fucking magic haters, because I would fucking drop something on him right now if I could, but I can't.
Like, with how much you're focusing not to burst into flame, I highly doubt you could cast anything anyway.
I'm not focusing on not bursting into flame. I'm fine. I just passed the con save.
It was just passing through the into the church.
The incense does it. The incense. I'm just allergic to incense.
He had trouble entering uninvited.
Yes, there you go.
I'm not a fucking vampire. Fuck yourself.
I mean, you're acting like one. I'm just saying.
How am I acting like one? I'm acting like anyone who doesn't like being kept around a bunch of religious nutcases.
So you see, some time goes by as you guys are talking. The door opens. Like, there's another door on the other side of the table. It opens, and you see an older gentleman. He's he's graying, his beard's graying, very long hair. He almost looks like if you've seen Mark Hamill when he was in Nightfall. He looks like that. Best way to describe him. Mark Hamill in Nightfall. And yeah, it's what he looks like. And he sits down and he's like, well,
it's all about the fucking crusade, so.
Yeah, he sits down and he has a sword and he kind of just he's palming the handle of the sword just as he's sitting down and he's holding it there. It's just like
he's holding the pommel.
Yes. He's just kind of holding it with his hand over it. Okay. So, and he's just sitting there and he's like, well, and you can tell he's trying to power move you a little bit, Darius, because he realized who you were, I think. And he's sitting down, and he's sitting down. And how can I help you?
So he's trying to power move me.
Yes.
Darius is unfazed by this power move in any way whatsoever.
It is like Crusader power move going on right now.
Yeah. Hey.
Shut it. Doggo not happy.
You caused me enough trouble tonight. How about you shut the fuck up? Lie down.
Anyway, I hear you have a proposal for me, Darius Hamilton.
Ah, well, that one has caught me a bit off guard. Do you know who I am? I'm not sure.
Of course we do. Of course. And we've heard rumor of you for a long time, Darius. You and your new order.
Yes. Which has grown a bit more since, unless you've been heard of the most recent things happened in Ostrich.
I see. Well, we don't hear much from Ostrich. We left the order. We left the main army due to us not agreeing with the king, or the Pope, excuse me, not the king. Wow.
The king, damn.
The king.
When,
no,
when
the
did
Pope.
that change?
The Pope King.
The Pope. The Pope
The
King.
Pope
yes.
King? Is
Yes, the
that
Pope
his
King.
goal?
Possibly.
No, Pope Emperor is his goal.
Holy Roman Emperor.
Yeah,
Yup.
that's what he's going for.
Yup.
A bit of a he was playing favorites, if what I heard true from those I've recruited.
My name is Godfried, by the way. It's his name. He doesn't
Godfried.
understand Godfried.
Gilbert?
Gilbert? No, not Gilbert Gottfried. Affleck? No, he's not the Order of Affleck. Oh,
Affleck.
Oscar 75 years ago.
Fucking
4 Affleck payments ago.
Well, I will let you know I speak for both orders on these ships and in this matter, so what do you have to propose, Darius Hamilton?
Well, I propose that
Married.
fight against Pope.
You're going to fight against or you're going to fight against the church.
Many other Crusaders have already signed up for this. They don't believe in what the Pope is doing is right for the church or the orders.
That's what we believe as well, but we must structure, as it were.
Sorry, what was that? You lagged out a
Structure.
little.
He talks about structure, like structure and order and all that fun stuff. What is your proposal? Are you going to dissolve the church if you win? Are you going to dissolve the orders?
No.
No? We heard rumor that you were. At least that's what the Pope told us.
Well,
Before he left.
Of course, a tyrannical person holding onto power would make a lie.
That's what we thought.
All I wish is to have the Pope brought to justice. Whether he died honorably on the battlefield in the fight that to come, or he is taken in front of a tribunal.
So you would like to try the Pope and not just kill him?
If possible, yes.
I see.
I would also like to...
Well, we want his head.
You want his head? Well,
yes.
Whatever happens on the battlefield happens on the battlefield. Because
we want his head, and we will fight for you if you give us his head.
Well, killing him might be the most opportune aspect. Might get the others to stand down as well. E.g., sparing more lives that needs to die that day. So it would probably be the best alternative. But there would be obviously restructure and reorganization within the church itself. Not drastic or anything, more of choosing a new leader.
I would assume that we would probably get the cardinals and those leaders together. Probably have a vote of who the new pope is. Yes.
Yes.
As you hear in the background, Pope Darius the First.
What is Mickey Mouse in this?
Just a little rat, just like a really tiny rat man just comes running free.
No, what it actually is
Didn't we
Darius heard that.
fight a ship full of those not too long ago?
Hang on. I got this. I got this.
I was just gonna say Darius hears that in his head, and it's actually
Yeah,
the
I was
demon.
gonna say in demon voice you hear Pope Darius the First.
just
No,
mental.
It's the demon voice, but it's the high pitched Mickey Mouse voice from the demon.
The demon is taking
the
the piss.
demon is trying to make a Mickey Mouse.
Just Darius mentally back. Shut up.
What? And you see Godfrey look at you like, what?
No, he doesn't say it out loud. He says it mentally.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Darius
I
mentally
didn't hear
says,
that.
"Shut up."
Okay. So he's like, we'll fight for you if you give us his head.
Well, it would be the easiest way to stop all the bloodshed, I suppose. As long as we're not overly crippled by the fighting, fine.
And
His head? His head seems like an agreeable action.
And we will fight for you then, if that's what you want. That's all we require, is his head. Honestly,
He goes down on them all.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
Not what I meant, Cantor. My God.
Cantor's still with us for this conversation, right?
No.
Jesus.
I mean, you've got Darius, you've got the bard, you've got the elf. Where the fuck did I go?
Are you going to look for equipment, or are you going to go find someone sending? That's what I thought you were doing.
On my own?
Yeah.
In this city? Are you crazy?
I mean, you just bought 2,000 dudes, okay? I think we're
You've
getting
got
around.
personal security.
Yeah, you've got dudes now. You're fine.
Well, I suppose I could just grab the
You're
2
marching
dozen of
around
them as
like,
security.
Like you guys just watch out the window and you see like Cam walking down the street. There's like 2,000 dudes with spears just like behind
Just
him,
following him.
Like lost puppies. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is true. I could just
you
grab
have
some of
2,000 guys that literally be like, yeah, no. So
So yeah,
You look out the friggin' window, and all you hear is
just
Cam's
marching.
got his own Unsullied.
Yes, he does.
You joke, that is essentially what Cam is going for at the moment.
yes, he is.
Cam, the breaker of chains.
That has literally been kind of an objective,
Just does
long-term objective for him for a while. Yes.
does the whole Braveheart thing.
Yep. So you guys have a deal. You have 2 night orders that are not going to fight with. So,
wonderful.
Yes.
I would also ask that the ships be returned to the captain.
This is a little bit of a problem. As you see, it's our home now.
What?
Yeah.
So we're not going to leave our homes now. So where do
How
you
is
want
the
us to
ship-
go?
How
We took it, and it's our home. You see, we live here. We live on both of them
Why are you living on a ship?
because we have nowhere else to go.
Where did these guys originally come from? These orders.
They are both. One is a Voland order, like it's all Volandi. It is all the Frenchmen.
Brilliant.
And Godfrey's orders actually from they're one of the Emir orders. So
I was going to say, so on the other ship, instead of incense, it's fucking just tobacco smoke.
It reeks very heavily of garlic.
Garlic and wine and cheese.
Fuck off with the garlic.
He's turning into a vampire.
and instead of praying, it's just bitching.
I'm going to become a lich in this campaign.
Oh my god. Oh god. Alright, guys. So it's a Voland order and then an Emir. Like, the Emir order has nowhere to go. Like, really, they don't. They could go back to Voland if they want, but they kind of got stuck here. So.
Well. So the Blonde Order really, if they left, they would be fine, and he knows that. I'm
It's
assuming.
more the Emir order has nowhere to go, basically, and that's Godfrey's order. Yeah.
Your order would be the one that really
Yes.
wouldn't have a place to go anywhere.
Yes.
I
mean, we'd like to take back Emir at some point. It would be, I think our goal is an entire order, but
yes. Well, the goal is to try and draw the battle line back to Emir. So apparently, Emir is fine, from information we've received. Not sure how credible that is, though. But as for time being, once the battle with Alaron is done, we could find you housing in Alaron, or we could take you to Osterich.
You have the teleporters. I'm just saying.
True, we do have the
We don't have the teleporters at all.
Alaron
They have
does.
the teleporters.
Alaron does, though.
And well,
I'm just saying, just so you guys remember. I know it's been a minute. I'm just making sure you guys do remember that.
The gates, where you could stay in Osterich in a manor I have acquired recently after taking over a factory.
Could we stay in Alaron? Would that be something of...
By the way, because before we ended, he was on his way to look at the manor. Should you give a rundown of just what the fuck the manor is before you commit to stuff that involves that?
Oh, I'll talk about that with Brexit, if that's where he went before you guys were gone. So I'll talk with him about that.
Because I want to investigate my new holding.
Yes. I will say this for just kill the Brexit. You have room. You could host a whole night order there if you really wanted to. You have enough for a chapter there. Honestly.
Yeah, I thought so. A guy that the arrogance that the fucking guy had, thinking he could get away with shit that he did. Yeah, he definitely spent a lot of money on his fucking house.
Yeah. It's enough ground that you guys could even build more stuff and expand. It's not like...
You could turn it into an entire fucking compound of Crusaders.
Yes, you could.
The fucking Ostrich army goes, you need to demilitarize. Fuck you!
Now go away, or I will taunt you a second time.
Anyway, so that is what you guys can do. You can either go to we have holdings in Ostrich, or they can stay in Alaron. It will be really dependent on what happens in the battle, but they are willing to fight. It's just more of we're not coming off the ships until after the battle is over, because we're already here. There's really no point. So
tell them that they better make room for other people.
Well, how many do you have? Enough? Is Cam gonna ride shotgun with all of his dudes on that ship? Just
please do. I want to see the clusterfuck that happen.
Are you kidding? I'm crossing the fucking Delaware.
He's got a little tricord hat and everything, and he's got a flag, and Cam is just I have my own nation now. Let's do this.
Just prestidige a little tiny weird looking flag onto his shoulders that's got these weird red and white stripes and then a blue background with a bunch of white stars on it.
We can't steal that. They already exist.
So
writes himself a new battle match.
You guys are able to fit everybody on the ships that you have without those two, including the night orders too. So you have everybody on. You can get everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay then.
Yeah.
Well then, I suppose.
Is there anything else y'all want to do in Asperia before you leave?
I was going to say, I suppose we should go speak with the captain and let him know that we have tentatively gotten his ships back.
I will let you do that. And he's like, "Oh, good, fantastic." And they're going to let the night orders will let the crews on. By the way, so they will let the crews come back on to run the ships. They just, we ask that we still be able to practice our rites and rituals and all that shit. So
we're about to get some very Catholic ships, aren't we?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were hired by the church to begin with. They're probably used to it.
They're used to it. So
they didn't expect them to take over.
No. They kind of just you're off the boat. What? Leave.
But this is our
So Cam, let me I want you to describe how you guys get to your ship. We're gonna do Cam's boarding. What do you do? What is Cam doing with his whole legion of people?
I'm essentially just distributing my guys among the ones that among the ships, trying to get them split up.
Oh, you get no. They're
As
going to
soon
give you a whole ship to yourself. They don't want all that filth on with the other people's. Like, there's a lot of hate of like you put them on one ship kind of thing.
By the way, what races are involved here?
These guys are.
Is it like all one race? Is it?
No, it's a mix. It's a fucking hodgepodge, man. It is a fucking hodgepodge. Like, these were guys that were bought and trained by probably the lowest guy that they could get to come train a large group of people. So they have basic training, and that's probably about it. They're just a little bit of step above what you guys would probably expect from what you guys were getting in Ostrich, from just like, we'll volunteer, sign here. It's kind of the same level, but you have 2,000 of them. That is a lot of dudes. So,
are they dressed in like threadbare rags or like
it's like
a down on his luck uniform, a real uniform?
There was at one point in time, that was part of the reason why they went up, like lost money, is they were trying to get the supplies and they ran out of money for the supplies. So they literally, these guys are wearing like the old like I'm a farmer shirt, like you see in like RPG games, where it's just like a shirt and pants, and like
I actually have some of those shirts.
Yeah, that's what they're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a couple of them may have like a hat. Like there's some that have hats and some that don't.
We're in summer, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Make life a lot easier. But yeah, I'm essentially just Are you gonna
form them?
Send the majority of them. I'm gonna send the majority of them aboard to just get settled.
Okay.
I'll keep a group of 10, I guess, with me.
So there's like 10 of you. They're like, "Oh, okay, we'll come with you, sir," and they're all following you. So,
ostensibly for security, realistically, or the 10 that I'm going for are. I'm assuming they've got some kind of internal organization already.
Yeah.
Like
they're organized and they've kept
someone who
together. So go ahead.
The 10 I pick are essentially combined. They can essentially speak for the army.
They're like lieutenants and sergeants and officers and stuff like that. So yeah.
And I guess I'm going equipment shopping at this point.
Oh God. Okay. You're not gonna go find. Are you gonna go find the? Or are you going to
find
go
what?
Actually, are you going to go look for the mage with the messenger thing, or are you guys going to actually go equipment shopping? So,
yeah, messenger mage first, because just get that sorted and see what I need to buy.
So do you send? What do you want to send in the message?
Go
get that.
Who do we leave behind that was in charge of Portia?
Probably like the engineer kid that Arir was talking to. Henschel's probably the one that was in charge.
Henschel?
Yeah, for this because I don't know the names of any fucker else.
Henschel. We're almost done, guys. So we're gonna call it up here in a minute. So because it is getting late. So
yeah, I'm just gonna send to him. This is Cam. I need 2,500 rifles. Can you supply them?
And so the guy sends it, and he responds, "Yes, they wouldn't be in the greatest of condition, but we can."
They functional, and how much ammunition? Or rather, not how much. Are they functional, and can you supply? What's a good combat load?
In the Civil War, just as an idea for muskets, they usually carried 60 rounds for a general engagement. That's for one engagement, by the way.
300 rounds each.
Okay, so they can do that, and you guys figure it out. You'll subtract 100 gold for the message, so because you did a couple of them. So, you do your correspondence pay, and you're good to go. If you want that, now do you want to go get uniforms and stuff, or what are you doing? Wait, what are we doing here?
Doubt I'm going to be able to get 2,000 uniforms in a day.
I
Because
mean,
standard sizes weren't a thing yet.
no.
However, like actual equipment like shields and spears, I figure I can get.
Okay.
Yeah, in a city like this, definitely.
Oh yeah, you can get. They have they came with their shields and spears. You want to get better ones, is what you're saying?
Get something that won't splinter into pieces the first time it's hit.
Okay,
You
so
something
so-
more than wooden shields,
Yeah.
like hide, leather or something.
or steel maybe.
Yeah. Steel fronted wood would be great.
Okay, you can find that and outfit. You want how many shields? What, 2,500? Every guy with a shield.
I only got 2,000 dudes, so 2,250.
That's fine. So that would be in total. They're not going to be good. Like they're going to be decent quality, but they're not going to be like the best. So that's not going to be full price. But
They're not up to what Darius has in any
yeah,
way, shape, or
this
form.
is going to be like you get all this for like 3,000 or 3,500 gold pieces for all of it.
I'm just imagining that they're all just ever so slightly different.
They're
They were,
used,
like
like,
trials.
Yeah, these things
Like, they all come from different blacksmiths and shit. So they all got unique flair to them in some way or another, and they're just a bit dented.
Yep. Like they're not like they're better than what they have, but it's not like on such short notice. It's not.
Yeah.
Good.
How much did you say that was?
So, I say 3,500.
3,500 gold.
Yeah. So,
And how about cannon?
you want
fuck
to buy
it.
a cannon? Yeah. Well,
A cannon. I've got 2,000 dudes. I want to buy 6.
The cannons here are not as good as what you guys have in Ostrich, oddly enough. So you might just want to see maybe if you got extra cannons that you could probably maybe get shipped up there, because they might be able to crank some out from Porsche. By the way, I would say if you want to do that, you could ask them as well, because I know we did that last time when you guys were there.
Yeah.
So you want to ask? They can get you a full battery on one of the shipments up there if you want. So battery of 6. So, and these are just regular single shot, like 12-pounders. They're tiny.
Yeah.
They're not anything special.
I wasn't expecting anything better than like 6-pound field guns or 12-pound Napoleons or some shit.
Yeah, it would be like Napoleons or field guns. So, but you're gonna train a battery of dudes to run this. This is gonna be hilarious. I want to see all the ex-slave shooting guns. This is gonna be fantastic. And I'm surprised you're not trying to lead an uprising yet, Cantor. Not gonna lie.
I don't have time yet.
You don't have time. We'll be back.
I don't have time to run an uprising. I'm too busy.
Anyway, so you guys are able to procure all of the things that you need. Is there anything else before we end the session that you all want? Gozik, is there anything you want to do, sir?
No, I'm good.
Greer, is there anything you want to do, sir?
I'm pretty sure they're both just back at the ship drunk.
Yes.
Most likely.
Gozik, you sure you don't want to go recruit like a sharpshooter team or something? Like, I don't know, riflemen? That would be awesome. Just Gozik leading a bunch of riflemen around.
Well, and he goes, right, look, we're in Alaron. We got a lot of woodland we can use. Time to go full ranger.
I mean,
There might be a shitload of skirmishers.
There might be, yeah. That's what riflemen were back in the day, kids. They were literally skirmishers. So
that's why Gozik carries a sword.
Yes. So, Gauze, do you want your own little? You want your own little party of people? You got the money, so that's why I'm asking.
She.
You didn't think about this one.
While he's figuring that out, am I able to get like 200 rifles?
Yeah,
In town?
Yeah, they have like regular, like what kind of like what Gozek has. They're not as special, but they're enough that
As long as I can train them on, as long as I can train the dudes on those rifles, and then so they can actually use the guns when they get them.
Okay. Yeah, you can get. There's enough in town that you're able to at least like train a company at a time. So, or 2 companies at a time. Yeah. I'm assuming you're gonna organize them by company. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna. I'm probably not gonna touch their organization for the most part.
Okay. They're already organized, so it's 100 just for everybody's for your knowledge, Cantier. It's 100 guys per company. Just
so it's a century.
It's a century. It's a century / what they did in Civil War because companies were 100 too. So.
All right.
Yep. 10 companies, 100 men. It's 1,000. So you got 2 companies. You got 2 full regiments basically. But, Mr. Starr, what would you like to do, sir?
I don't know if I actually want.
Does Gauze want to lead people? Is the question.
That's the lovely thing about skirmishers. You just kind of point them in a direction.
Come on, Star.
Oh my.
What, Brexit?
There's an interview between between this woman and Will Smith and Margot. Margot, Will was born in Brooklyn. Truth or con? Con. West Philadelphia, born and raised. Will Smith's fucking reaction. She just starts laughing.
Anyway.
Yeah, I guess I could go out and look for skirmishers.
You can find there's 100 able-bodied men and peoples that are trained enough to do this job if you want, and they are willing to work with you.
Fight for money.
Fight for money, or not fight for money. No, they just a place to stay, and
they want to get out of the free cities.
These guys are all Roscovan. By the way, they're all Russian.
Oh shit!
And they realized when they came here that this is probably not a place they want to be, so they kind of want to right out of here, and they're willing to work for you. And a lot of them are that it seems like they're from a village inside of Roscova, and they came here due to some foreseen circumstances that you will learn about in the future.
Well then.
So you have 100 men, Star, that are pretty good shots.
How's their equipment? Is there anything else like
hunters' rifles, muskets mainly? They all use the same. It's just like a basic rifle. And they do have packs. And
is there a chance I could spend some money to upgun them?
Yeah. How much? What do you want? What kind of guns do you want to get?
How much? So a gun similar to mine. Maybe. I know Long Colton is not around here, but if there's any guns that are like similar to mine, I guess
they would be for that many that you would probably get right now. They would be very expensive, like
especially here.
Like 750 gold a piece expensive. Like these things are pretty rare down here. Now if you talk to Colt, he might give you a deal when you guys get up there because he might have some. So keep that in mind. You guys might have time getting to Alabama to get stuff sorted. So
yeah, I'm probably gonna talk about Long Colton. talk to him about getting a potentially upgrade to my own rifle or
Okay.
a better one. But yeah, if we can have better firearms, then that would greatly help. Because muskets, I know, are not the greatest of rifles.
Repeating 100 men with repeating rifles would be fucking goddamn terrifying. That's all I'm going to say. 2,000 men with repeating rifles would be terrifying.
Hi.
So yeah, I can't do. It's like I can do that.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Like, the best thing to do in the battle would be just, stand them up, it'd be like yellow fire by rank and all that shit. It's like, all right, they're fired. We can come out of cover. Oh God!
Sound like
What the fuck is
muskets.
happening?
Gun 1, load armor piercing. Gun 2, load HE. Gun 3, load canister. Make
The
ready.
scary thing is you guys might have a tank or two. That's the other thing. There is a tank might be running around on this. We'll see.
Get a mouse. Minnie, we need a mouse.
Dude, he's literally building you guys.
Can't really.
Right.
I don't think they
Anyway,
can.
I think we'll quit. We'll drop the session for today on that, and we'll pick up.
But you can
back
definitely
to
get rats.
Alaron. So we'll head back to Alaron, and that will be the session for today. So now we can talk and have random shit. So, anyway, Minnie's is literally building you guys the. It's literally what he's doing. I hope you guys understand this.
He's building us what?
The Matrix APU core from the last movie is literally what he's built. So it's just, and he can fight big shit with it. So he's got one, but you start giving him more people, it's going to be hilarious when those guys show up. Yep.
So what you're telling me is we need to recruit like a shit ton of freaking little skinny panty waists to run ammo for him.
Yeah. I mean, you just recruited 2,000. You could get some more if you wanted to, but you might not have. What? So Hallsworth, are you still streaming, Minnie? Can you drop?